Oh, snap. We are on the internet. The whole internet can see us now, boys.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry, whole internet.
Same.
Who's got the album art for our show? Is that you, Tony?
Yes.
Tony's got a pack, and I've got some.
Send it to me, please.
Right this minute or eventually?
No, like tomorrow.
Okay.
For the foreseeable future, our show probably won't really get edited and put out till Saturday. But it gets backdated.
I'm laughing because I pulled us up in Twitch so I could pop out the chat, and I guess I was working on something, but I had this lost look on my face. Like, what is any of this? Like,
Hey, how's your Hotspurs doing there, Mike?
I don't want to talk about it today.
Oh.
I mean, I legit don't know. That's what I was asking.
Oh yeah, we had a bad loss today. We lost against Liverpool, who has been the most dominant team in the league for the past 3 years. And
you're saying they're the New England Patriots of soccer?
We could have won, but we missed two really, really good chances, but didn't happen for us. And everybody's mad at the coach for playing a really defensive game. But
how was that? Oh my God, Kilted!
Wow, Kilted's here. Oh shit!
We were just talking about how we haven't seen you in streams in fucking weeks, Kilted.
He was here last week. No, not Kilted. I'm thinking of Bean. Sorry, my bad.
Thinking of Bean,
I am thinking of Bean.
How are your tacos doing, Mike?
All right.
I don't want to talk about it. Baseball isn't around right now. It's terrible. They're on a grand fiesta.
Wait,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Phil, Tony P, Charles, and here with today's topic is Mike.
What's going on, you trash pandas? It's your boy Mike. We are so close to Christmas. Charles, Tony, Phil, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to have been given the gift of getting to go first tonight. Wednesday.
I love he was given that, Phil.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. It just means the world to me to be able to kick this off. You know what I mean? To start first, to get to talk about my topic first feels really good. It's just super exciting. Thank you. Today, y'all, we are talking facts, cold, hard facts. It's 9 days till Christmas.
Okay.
Today, the 16th of December.
What?
How prepared are you for the holiday?
I'm good.
Very.
Oh shit.
Okay, so we can do the next episode now, right? Good job's kicking us off, Michael.
Oh my God.
We wrapped that up within 5 minutes.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
I mean,
Farmers
only. My presents have arrived. I just got to wrap them up for the kids and the wife. I'm good.
You're totally finished shopping, Charles?
Yeah. What kind of moron isn't?
Oh, hold on.
9 days away from Christmas.
What kind of fucking children are out there without their... They're 9 fucking days. I'm with you, Chucko.
First off, let's back it up because both of these guys have, let's say, significant others that probably handle the kids' presents.
Oh no!
No! Fuck no!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
okay, you guys haven't seen the memes that go around where it's like the kid surprised on Christmas, dad surprised on Christmas because they don't know what he's getting.
We kind of do that mindset where I will buy the kid a couple things and not tell his mother, and his mother will do the same. So if there's a big purchase, right, we make sure there's no overlapping. But no, I mean, I'm fucking done. I'm waiting for one more thing to ship for the due, and then that's it. The only other thing I need to do is to pick up a 12-pack, and I don't do that until Christmas Eve because I will drink it if it's in the house.
So it represents each day of Christmas.
Yeah,
every
that's right.
year.
And
every
Second
year-
day,
start,
2
Yeah.
beers. Third day of Christmas, 5 golden beers. Apparently, Kilted Pipe Guy was shopping right before we went live, so we interrupted his Christmas shopping.
Kilted, I feel you. We went out just before the stream as well, Steph and I, to do some shopping as well. Damn, Kit Kat, the cat in chat says she was done after
Yeah,
Cyber Monday.
me too. Because who
All
goes
right.
gets COVID for Christmas? Order that shit.
Thank you.
Thank
Tony.
you. No, it wasn't me. It's a Christmas miracle.
Wait, Charles got kicked off the show by magic?
Charles kicked his own self off. Apparently, he had to step away for a second.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Honestly, like now I'm done.
9
shopping.
days
Yeah,
before.
you're welcome. Like this is the best gift I could have given her, and I didn't even know it.
I am a order online guy.
Same.
So a lot of Amazon, some Etsy. Y'all find some dope stuff in the Etsy, homie. Yeah,
Dude, I still got 2 Etsys just sitting out there. I
Now
have
that's
no
the
idea where
kicker.
they're at.
that's the kicker. Is I never have problems with Amazon shipping. They're
Mhm.
on it, but Etsy, it's just real folks, like doing their own thing. And I think the one I need was shipped, and I think the other one is like en route. So for me, my Christmas morning is my parents, and so like my parents' stuff got to be here.
Sure.
Friends' gifts, they're lucky I got them anything at all. So some and there's some friends, especially with COVID. I don't know when I'm gonna see them, so I got time for that. But
Sure.
Christmas Day gifts, they're here.
Sure.
They're all here. I had them ordered. They're delivered. If I don't physically have them in my house right now, they're sitting in my apartment office. So I'm good, man. I don't like a stressful Christmas. That's no fun.
Same. So I think normally, how do I say this? Normally, I'm better prepared than I am this year. This year has been, surprise, different. And so like I like to go to local shops and like buy local things from local sellers. And it's been really hard trying to figure out how to do that in COVID times.
I get that.
And so like I know that I'm completely off next week. Like after Friday, I am done with everything for the rest of forever. Yeah, I know Amazon's open 24 hours.
eBay with local pickup. That's a small vendor in your local area. You can support. No, I mean, honestly, man, I get it. Is you definitely strike me as somebody who's more organized and ahead of the game than this. So
Yeah.
you just have to you got to change your game plan up there, bud.
Dude, I know, but I'm also stubborn as shit, so it's really hard for me to like compromise my morals to make a like justifiable decision during a fucking global pandemic. Like I know I should and I might, but it's hard.
Well, you can still find, if you put that work in online, you can still find non-conglomerate sellers. I mean,
Yeah.
it might not be local.
That's true.
Right.
That's a good point, Charles.
That's going to ship 9 days before Christmas.
That's true. That's a good point,
That's
Phil.
also a good point, Phil, yeah.
Also, that's why I'm hoping I've been looking and there are a lot of local options that do like in-store pickup if you like tell them what, or at store pickup if you tell them what you want, right? And so that's kind of the current plan is like head out, get a bunch of stuff, be good.
Hey,
So-
hey, dog, you might want to plan on re-upping that proposal or something.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, after that, here's a book,
You
you
know
know.
what, Mike?
Well,
'Cause I know
so-
she's not listening. We'll do a secret. I'll get on Zoom and I'll marry you guys over Zoom for Christmas. That's your surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A book, Tony, is actually one of the presents that I have to get. Because Steph and I do this thing where it's a thing you want, a thing you need, a thing to wear, and a thing to read.
Thing to read. Yep. I paid
And
attention last week.
Turns out,
Despite
books.
someone thinking I was sleeping, but
Yeah, books are things that you read, Tony.
not always. It could be a cereal box.
Now, hey, this is different.
Or a shampoo bottle.
KJP4 says, I was done in October, but I have no stop button. I keep shopping for people until I run out of time. I have never come across somebody
Well,
like that.
that's kind of what I'm doing with the child, man. Like,
Yeah?
he's been
That's
done.
different,
he's been
though. That's different.
Yeah,
Roku or
but it's just
Danny?
like Danny. There's like I just bought something yesterday, which is gonna come under the wire on shipping, but just like I'll be at a store and be like, "Oh, damn, that's dope. He needs that." No, but he already has. No, I said he needs that. I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, you make a good point." And I'll just keep picking it
Is
up.
that Randy doing the he needs that voice?
I don't name my shoulder demons. If you name them, it gives them power.
But if you use their names, you have power over them.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is getting deep.
Now, Kurt, our good friend Kurt Booten, he intentionally.
Oh, you're talking about hot gravy. You talking about hot
Yeah,
gravy?
I'm talking about hot gravy.
Yeah, hot gravy. Man, I
He
hope he's doing all
intentionally waits till Christmas Eve night to go shopping. Yeah, no shit. And last year, even though COVID wasn't, it was around, but it wasn't a thing until like February.
Yeah.
It still got him. Something work ran late, something, and he just ran. And now this year, there's no way you can go Christmas Eve night shopping. And
What's he gonna
Tony, your
do?
face is my face. I'm like, who does that? Why? You just want to give him a bottle of lighter fluid and
That's-
freaking Twix from the goddamn corner store? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a spoiler. We ain't doing Nook's Tavern on Christmas Eve because Kurt's got plans.
Dude, that's
Honest-
Wait,
the absolute
we're doing our
worst.
show on Christmas Eve. I thought. I don't
Honest to
remember now.
God, though, that's the most New Hampshire thing you could do.
Just wait till Christmas Eve night.
Yes, on like
What
in
the
a
hell?
pandemic. Like the two combined is like the most New Hampshire thing.
And I always feel like it's like husbands that are like clueless husbands. Isn't that Christmas Eve night shopping? Is
So
all the
yeah.
clueless husbands
I used to
getting
go out
buying
to watch-
like lotion?
Yeah. I used to go out to watch people buy shit. Like I didn't need to buy anything, but I would get done with my retail job and be downtown Boston already. And I'd just swing by Marshall's to like watch it happen. And by it, I mean a row of dudes standing in like the women's section like this.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 of them making the same fucking face. And like because it's New England, all of them are wearing the same Tom Brady jersey and Bruins hat, like every single one of them. And you're like, bros, what are you doing? And they don't know. They are all standing around the same like 5 lotions that are like the only thing left. And they're like, ugh.
What then? The problem comes when there's 6 dudes standing around the 5 lotions. It's like, who's gonna die? Who's going on everything it did?
It felt like a thing to do. Watching this happen, you know what I mean?
Watching is fantastic. Yeah.
But like Steph in chat just said, I can't imagine being with someone who didn't know what to get me. And like that's the thing to me that is the most crazy of all of it, right? Like
It's sad. To me, it's sad. Like it's
Sure.
it's just sad.
I called a friend of mine out because he was saying that he had kids, and I was like, "Hey, make small talk. You know, you got everything. Kind of what you're saying, Mike. Are you prepared? Get everything done?" He's like, "Yeah, the kids are taken care of. I just gotta figure out. I think something. Yeah, I think he got one thing, but something else for my wife." I'm like, "How long you been married?" He's like, 11 years. I'm like, I've known you for 3, and I guarantee you right now, I say, go buy me something. You know something to buy me. He just started laughing. Like, you stupid son of a bitch. No,
Right. Like,
How
have you
you
ever
not?
talked to the person that you're
Yeah.
married to? Like, ever
Right?
about what they like? Like, it just feels so like not a problem to wait for me because I know exactly what I'm going to get when I go out to get it. Right.
If you can
But-
find it. If you can go out. If
Sure.
you don't waste all your time wrapping stupid shit on your walls. Gotcha.
Hey, man.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I struggle, like, but this is like December 1, December 2, where I'm like, man, I don't know. Let me think a couple days, not December
Sure.
24th, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
However,
okay. Sorry.
go ahead, Phil.
No.
You got a little angry there.
You're literally in a point. I'm gonna let you finish your point. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, I was about to change the topic, but now that I have the floor back, what the hell is going on with Mike's walls? Charles pointed it out. I want to get there. What is it? Are you like a Jewish funeral?
Is there
What
a
is going
book on the wall wrapped?
Oh, it's all of the shit that we hang on the walls normally. We just wrapped them for Christmas spirit. I don't know if y'all have heard of this.
Even Phil, the Christmas dude on the show, is shaking his head in disapproval.
It's wasteful.
Well, how is that wasteful?
It's Oh, look, honey. Did you know we had this on the wall?
That's
God,
not what
dude,
it's for. It's not a
what a
fucking
surprise! It's a waste of paper. That's true. That's what insane people do.
No,
you, Steve.
what insane people do is act like it's a big deal.
If you no. First off, fuck boy.
Wait. It's what people who don't
I
have
guarantee.
kids do.
Hold on, no. I guarantee every other picture inside your house is not wrapped except for the fucking ones behind your camera for stream. I'll put money on that right now, you insane
What's your
person.
point?
My point is that it's a waste of fucking paper.
I'll show you a big deal, mate.
I've just never heard of it. Like, it was weird to me. I've just never seen that, or it's, maybe it's a tradition in Austin or Boston or whatever. But not
Austin
here.
or Boston.
Not here in the United States where
It's
I
a
live.
fucking gas leak.
I mean, here's the thing. He's not going to get out in this COVID environment and find what he needs to buy. So he's just going to be like, hey, babe, here's a picture off the wall you can open. Sorry. I got you, boo.
I know you love our dog so much, so here's the wrapped picture of our puppy.
I mean, Mike, did you expect to come in this unprepared and not get shit?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I knew what I was getting into as I was wrapping it. I was like, the boys are not going to be kind to me
These
for this.
are going to look so dope on stream. Everyone's going to think I'm a cool guy McGillicuddy.
That's what I say. Honestly, I say that every day. I wake up and I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you're a cool guy, McGillicuddy.
He's like, oh, hold on. This one's not wrapped correctly. I need to wrap this one again. This one's not
Yeah.
tight.
I'll give you, other than one wrinkle, which is okay. I'd be worse at it. You wrap good, man. I could let you wrap my presents. They'd wrap good.
You wrap well, Michael. You
No,
wrap well.
I
No.
rap against evil, Philip.
Yes.
I rap for the
Who?
forces of good. Also,
He's
Steph
fighting
Upton.
off Krampus and Scrooge. He raps good.
That's right.
So those who don't watch live, A, what are you doing? Why not? B, Mike has wrapped framed photographs on his wall. He just wrapped them. I
Yeah.
know, listeners. I don't
I
understand
know.
either.
If you join us on Twitch, you can see how good it looks, how fun it looks, how festive it is, and how shitty my friends are for making fun of me for it.
Okay.
This is your
I
first
need
day?
somebody who does interior design to look at this and agree with me. It just makes your other wall look empty.
Mm.
It really points out how beige is
Yeah.
because it's so festive otherwise.
No, that is 100% true. I do wish that I had like some of those badass streamer lights in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know. what you mean.
Maybe a shelf full of fucking toys because I'm an adult who, can't let go. I just wish I had some of that shit.
Oh, now he's taking shots. Blot, blot,
Jesus
blot.
Christ.
So all right. So speaking of, although I did not expect to talk about wrapping photos on the wall, fellas, how is your rap game? Do you
Strong.
put it off? like for me, I can rap. I know you're looking at me like, I bet you he can rap. I can rap.
I'm not
But
surprised.
I actually hate it. And so
Oh.
I quote unquote created a tradition where I do it on Christmas Eve. I usually make the yearly Christmas Eve afternoon trip to CVS or Walgreens, stock up on some paper, a couple boxes, and that's what I do Christmas Eve night. Put some shows on, and again, it's a tradition because it's the last possible minute, and I have to deliver him the next morning, and I don't want to do it in the morning.
You don't
so
do gift bags there, Tone?
I try not to do too many. It depends. If it's something I can get away with a gift bag, I'll do like one gift bag, a couple wrap things. It just all depends. This year I have an envelope, so a little variety
Sure.
of things.
So I love wrapping, and if it were up to me,
Obviously.
I would wait until Christmas Eve and wrap everything, because I think it's so much fun and it builds all the excitement. But Steph really likes seeing the presents under the tree. And so, like, as they start to come in, I start to wrap them and then put them under the tree so that she sees them, and like that anticipation builds for her.
Yeah, I get that. I definitely, the only reason I wait, like I said, every year I go to my parents. And so I'll get up Christmas Day, I'll go over there. So I have until, Christmas Eve evening to do it. Unless I was traveling, then I did. I got them handled when I had to. But if I can put it off, I will.
So this year, what I'm going to do, what I've been doing is as the like boxes come in the mail, I put the box under the tree.
Like the
so that,
Amazon
like,
box, brown.
Yeah.
All right.
And so like
dig it.
the boxes are starting to build up, and then eventually I'll take them out of the box and wrap the thing, and then put them back under the tree.
Sure.
But it kind of is like this middle ground, right? And we also wrap everything that goes in the stockings, and I tend to not.
Why? I see all
Because
three
it's
of you nodding,
annoying.
but stockings are for the loose shit in my house.
Yeah,
Everyone likes
wrap
opening
stockings.
presents.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
saying
what
they
I'm saying.
don't, but that's kind of what the stocking is. You're double wrapping it. I mean, did you put on 2 condoms? I don't understand. I mean, it's like
If I
it's
was
in the
fucking
stocking.
you,
Do
I
you
would.
can't see it.
do you not want to
Ooh,
be
what's this? What's it?
I mean,
do I have 4
safe-
kids? Do you think I wrap anything? No, fuck off.
safety first, Charles? What are you doing?
And
I'll use
second.
3.
I feel like 3 out of 4 trash pandas agree.
Yeah,
We
no,
wrap
you do.
the stocking gifts. Yeah.
Because for me, it was always there's stuff in it, right? So it's like, oh, what's this? And you can't see down in it, and you're just always getting down to that toe. I personally don't want to like, what? Now I got to work extra? It's like buying a fucking whatever the hell Philip has that he's building. Here's a Christmas present, hurdy-gurdy, build it. It's like, I don't want to work extra.
So
I don't know.
Steph and I didn't talk about this, and so last year she got her stocking and everything in it was wrapped, and I got my stocking and everything in it was loose.
Yeah, Steph, I got you.
Now, what about this year?
What about this,
Well,
Mike?
this year
Read
they'll be
that.
wrapped. Got to wrap the Amazon boxes and leave some confusion.
The empty Amazon boxes, yeah. So this came up
I-
on Pokemon Go. We kind of go off on the what's your tradition topic, and somebody asked me if I'd gotten all my stuff wrapped. I'm like, no, and for various reasons, throughout the years, be it toddlers that wouldn't leave it alone, be it animals that wouldn't leave it alone, or big stuff that I got to build this playhouse, this indoor playhouse, whatever it is, Fisher Price thing, and so we're not going to wrap it. We're just waiting on Christmas Eve. It's just migrated to we wrap everything on Christmas Eve. And everybody's good with that. I mean, we don't play the Santa thing because I know some people do on Christmas Eve play the Santa thing. We don't do that, but it's just more of a convenience. Especially, I know you haven't yet. Mike, everyone else has been to my house, and there's not a ton of room, anyway. So, but it is nice to see those boxes under the tree, and the empty boxes triggered me a little bit because Joe on Pokemon Go podcast, like, you got to wrap some empty boxes so when the kids are bad, you throw them in the fire. I'm like, oh, that's from Joe Hard, Phil.
That explains so much about Joe.
It all comes together now, doesn't it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if I had known that about you beforehand, I would have given you a wider berth in Atlanta, bud.
No, he's not.
I
He was
also like to
joking,
think
but it's
that
funny.
Yeah,
he's
no,
screwed
I
up a couple times,
Throwing the limited edition Nike in the fire.
PS5 right in the fire.
Now I will say that I'm hunting. My Christmas is done, but I've been trying to go epic, and I've missed every opportunity because of fucking internet bots. But I've been trying to do an epic year for all the kids, and 3 of them are taken care of. Oakland, I am fucking hunting a Xbox Series X.
I got you.
And it's so
We'll
goddamn
talk
hard
after
to
the
get-
show.
All right, because and I wanted to put it out because I thought maybe somebody.
I hope you got $1,500. Still
No, see,
got
that's-
you.
I can't do that. That's not going to happen.
No. I'll help you find one. I got ways to find these.
He's got
Well,
internet bots.
I got
There's
a
a bunch
guy
of-
who can get me them, huh?
It's good. They fell off the truck. I don't know what happened.
Hey, yeah,
Hee-haw,
no,
hee-haw.
this Xbox is it used to be a box.
It
Don't
used to
worry
be.
about it.
Grandma, okay, he was Steve. Grandma used to wrap the stockings themselves. In hindsight, we should have noticed the dementia earlier. Now, Tony, this popped in my brain earlier, right? Because you brought up that we have significant others that shop for us, which we already covered that. You being a dating man, I am sure you have a story from a time where maybe you were dating somebody for only a short period of time, maybe a couple months, and Christmas came up. Was there the unbalance of gifts where you're like, oh, we've only been dating a few months. Here's a $25 little gift. And she's like, here's a new car. I mean, not that big, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, do you have that unbalanced gift giving story?
I have the Christmas is the worst when you're dating. Let me tell like when it's unless it's someone you've been dating for a year, like it's like, oh, this sucks. Now I got a stress and an anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, it's like but no, I am the one that has usually given the bigger gift. Just because I'm weird, man. I don't care if I see something somebody likes, you know, if I can afford it, I'll get it. And so yeah, I heck, I'll tell you guys this story. I don't remember what I got last year as a gift, but I remember giving someone tickets to Hamilton. Like,
Oh, damn. That's a big present.
and
I love this story.
but
And I appreciate them. I had a good time.
well, that's all that matters, Phil.
But you're never, ever, ever getting back together.
But here's the thing. Here's what ended up being funny with those tickets was the assumption was here's tickets to Hamilton. She really wants to see it. We'll go together. It'll be fun. Right. Well, then COVID. And so then that put that off. And then we broke up, but we're still friends. And it was like, well, we can still go. Right. Yeah. And then more COVID. And then it just became like, you know, can I just
tickets
go?
to that too.
Can I just go with my sister? And it was like, yeah, that's cool.
Wait,
so
they canceled Hamilton.
no, it's coming like 2021. They moved it
she's talking about
again.
Future. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crosby. So my father-in-law bought tickets for Crosby to go see
It's
it, and
coming
they canceled.
eventually,
Yeah.
but nobody knows when. And that's what all the theaters did this year. A lot of our theaters, at least, like stage theaters, didn't refund anything. They're just like, it'll come eventually.
Yeah.
We need your money. So
you got her
Right.
Hamilton tickets, and she got
They
you a Taco
can't.
Bell coupon.
yeah, I got a mouse pad. No, I don't. You know what? I'll probably get in trouble because I honestly don't remember what I got. But because it's more fun to give. We talked
I
about that
think-
last month.
Let's
Or last
divide
week.
the sides again. There you go. Now y'all
There
on
we
the
go.
correct side together.
There it is.
Well, you
There
started
it
to say
is.
something, Mike. What you got, man?
Oh, I was just gonna say that my boy. Oop. There it is.
They're doing a fist bump on screen. That's what they're
God damn it.
Fucking stupid.
Hey, I still have the magic wand.
Hey, I got my boy.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
I was just gonna bust Tony and let him know that
This is the dumbest show.
I'm sure someone can
That's
tell
why.
him from chat what that gift was, but I don't want to assume. And yes, I think that awkward, hey, I got you all this stuff is like the worst. I'm going to save mine for your topic this evening, though, Charles.
Okay, cool.
Because I think it fits better there. So stick around, folks in the chat. Stick around, folks listening for 3 days or however long it takes to get to Charles's thing, because I will tell you more then.
Wait,
That's
we're
how
not
you leave it
done?
hanging.
I thought
That's how
we
you
have
leave it
more
hanging, right?
more of this we have to do.
Yeah,
I thought that
today,
was it.
yes.
Oh, we're done.
No, so it turns out, Tony, we record all 4 episodes for a week on Wednesdays,
Huh.
live on twitch.tv/almostdailypod. You can follow us on Twitter at almostdailypod. You can follow us on Facebook at almostdailypod. You can send us an email at Gmail, almostdailypod@gmail.com. Let us know what you have been up to.
what you
Are
love.
you ready? Are you prepared? If not, I feel you and I love you for it. The other thing that I love is twitch.tv/forgingwinton. My boy Bean has started a stream. You see, oh, there he is. Bean
hanging out
is
tonight.
in the chat tonight. Forging Winton himself is in the chat tonight talking with us while I'm talking about him. He is forging shit with a real forge in a thing. Like there's fire and he tells you about it and it's super interesting and crazy. Highly recommended stream watching. Bean, when is your next stream? Because I don't know.
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. It's Thursdays. Thank you, Phil. Bean will be streaming Forging Winton, twitch.tv/Forging Winton. Bean will be on there tomorrow, melting shit and then hitting it with a hammer and sweating a lot. So if that sounds cool to you, check it out. You can follow me at FutureXSkeleton on Twitter. You can stop by and I tweet before the show goes out as well. So get excited. Thank you so much for listening, for following, for doing all the things. Happy holidays, y'all.
Woo! Yeah, way to kick it
Okay.
off.
It's usually Saturdays. Good to know.
I forgot.
All right.
I did forget to put up the topic banner.
Y'all are making this complicated. Just when's the damn next stream? All right, tomorrow. God. Just, you know what? You don't have to wait for the next stream. Go follow him now. That's what I did. Just pull it up, follow, and then you don't have to worry about when it is. You'll get notified.
That's
everybody-
a great fucking point, Tony. Yeah,
Go
while
do that
we're
right
between-
now.
Yeah, between episodes, fucking do that right now.
I already did it. Don't you want to be cool like me?
Mm-mm. You look cold, Tony. Actually, no, I take it back. You look warm because you're all bundled up. in the
Cozy.
layers.
This is my winter cozy look.
Yeah, Bean's gonna have to earn my love.
That's fine. He likes enough of the stupid shit that I do that I feel like if it weren't sweet, I would still have to like tell people to check it out. Like anybody that listens to Adventure Inc. and Pokedexpert, I feel like I owe a little bit of love to. Because that's a big commitment to dumb bits. So
He's asking me, what do you want, Charles, for me to make a dick and balls on the stream? No, that'd be Phil, because I don't live the botched life. Yeah,
You
just
want
'cause
my dick and balls on stream, bud?
Is it one of the ones I can
course.
put on the back of my car? Is that what we're
the
talking
back
about?
of your Roomba.
Yes.
Could you imagine gigantic steel truck nuts for your Roomba to just drag across the floor?
Struggling, the batteries dying. Like, why'd you get a new battery? Well, man, you know.
I wouldn't mind having a nice logo like Tony designed, that CM logo Tony designed, forged into a metal sign to put up there. Then I might
That would look
subscribe.
cool.
That would
Yeah.
look pretty boss.
Not gonna lie.
It's there.
That sounds like an expensive commission. I can't wait for Bean to quote me on that one.
Commission.
Oh, dude. But like,
It's exposure. I'm gonna
the
pay him an
fo-
exposure,
like-
Mike.
if he did like the Forge is open like sign that he could then lay neon behind it, which he opens up all his streams with,
Oh
that'd be dope.
That'd be dope. And all these little stories that Steph keeps telling of ex-boyfriends. Whenever you do get married, Mike, and I get to give a toast, I'm going to be every one of those ex-boyfriends. This one year, she came to my house. My mom put up a stocking and everything, and she just hated on it. She didn't love me at all. That's gonna be fun.
Hey Tony, I don't know what your topic is, but I'll play it by ear.
I'm afraid to even put it up on screen, but you know what? Let's kick this thing off and let Tony.
Hey
handle the
Phil,
backlash.
seriously, Phil, it'll be easy. I'll cue you up. It's super light. And I have a story that I have to tell first.
Sure, bud.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
here we go.
I
Let's do it.
believe you.
You are listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Charles, Mike, Phil, and here with today's topic is Tony P.
What's going on, trash pandas? That was my wrestling entrance. And let me tell you, whenever you flip a hoodie off really quick, you never know how that's going to go. This one went pretty good. Usually you get stuck, the hat comes off, the glasses fly off. But I hope everyone is doing well. I'm legitimately excited to sit here and hang out with all the trash pandas and ponder some questions. For example, what is the radical liberal agenda? What even is that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But that's not my question today. But before I get to the topic, I have a Christmas story I want to share. Last week, Phil talked about the Muppets Christmas Miracle or
Reunion.
whatever.
Yeah.
Muppets Christmas Reunion, which I had never heard of. And it's basically the who's who of the Muppets world. And they like all get together at Fozzie's mom's house. And it's crazy. I've never seen it. Phil said, I got you. I'll send you the link. It's on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. So earlier this week, I was chilling out. I put it on. It was great. It was awesome. It was everything I hoped it could be and more. And at the end, it still had like the network voiceover. So at the end of the movie, you know, everyone saves the day and it's Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And as they're rolling through the credits and I'm kind of in my feels, you hear later on Nightline, do you keep a doomed baby alive so its organs can be used to save the lives of others?
Oh my God. Oh.
And I kid you not, I replayed that about 10 times. I was like, what? A what, baby? Huh? Wait, what? No. What? I swear to God, go Google it.
It's true.
And skip through it. And nothing like I seriously was in an amazing place. Like, man, I've never seen this is new Muppets, and it's that old retro, like the Fraggles were there, and it was Christmas. And I really, honest to God, for all of 30 seconds felt great. And then that happened. That's not my question, by the way. I don't know. I don't know what you do if you keep a doomed baby alive or not. I turned it off after that. My
question is, where can I find that Dateline episode?
I got to answer the question now.
I got you, cuz. Hold on. I'll hit you up after the show.
I can't believe you've never seen this Dateline episode, my dude.
The Fraggles show up. It's crazy.
They killed the shit out of that baby.
Down the Fraggle Rock. Stab.
But they used his organs for other babies. All right. Last thing I'll say, and then I really will move on.
Jesus Christ, this is
I've never in my life. I'm 40. I'm 41 years old, y'all. I've never in my life heard the term a doomed baby.
It's patreon.com/botchpodcast, everyone.
I've like
honestly, that's the part I have the most questions about. Like, how is this baby doomed? Was it like marked for like from birth, or was it like
this
what
is Sparta? It was weak.
The sign of the devil. Yeah, like
no, dude.
Tell you what,
he's got a gray metal mask on and a green hood.
He does a lot of this.
The Destro baby.
There is a cool MF Doom Christmas mix that I'll send you guys when we're done. But anyway, let's get to the real topic. I was having a conversation with Jess Stu in chat. We weren't having this conversation in chat, but from chat, that woman, we were chatting about Christmas lights. And the question came up, whites or coloreds? You have to decide right now. The revolution will not be televised. Pick a side now. What side are you on when it all goes down?
So here's the problem with Tony. You, the podcast listener, got the premise. We legit just got whites or coloreds and other Christmas questions. I was like, what? Tony, what? And we all go, Tony, what do you mean? Nothing. Dust went.
Oh, did you guys send me messages? I seriously didn't get them.
We asked you to clarify. And then even the topic on the show, it's whites or coloreds. It's like, Tony, what are you talking about?
I'm excited for Charles to have to put this in as a show title. Just whites or colors.
Hey, and just on time, there is Jess Stu in chat. Not quite how she asked it. That is true. That was all me. I got to make it weird, uncomfortable, and racist. But what do you prefer? Do you like the white lights? Do you like the colored lights? Furthermore, do you go blinking on your tree? Do you go solid? And I'm going to add one more as we're chatting about it. And Mike's getting dressed in light.
Mike, that works.
Are you one of those weirdos? Have you ever seen these folks that do like the solid red or just purple lights? Who are those psychopaths? So that is the question I'm bringing today.
So to clarify a little bit more, you're specifically in this part of the topic, you're asking about the Christmas tree and the lights on the tree.
No, whatever. Okay. House, tree, body, whatever. Then tell us, when does it depend? That's what I want to know. Right. We'll elaborate. When does it depend?
Well, like on my house on the outside, we mix it up. So we have the icicle white lights. So those are the icicles, but then the trim of the house is actually in colored lights. Just like I did, you just went down to Callaway Gardens and rode through. And so there's stuff that really looks great. The swans, right? The swans are all white because the swans, this, that, they look great. But then there's other, like the elves and stuff that are done in colored lights. So I think for me, it depends on what you're doing. And I don't give a crap about a Christmas tree. Sorry. So to the more festive of you out there, what do you say?
Those not watching, Mike is literally draped in lights, so I feel like we have to hear from him next.
Yeah,
Mike, you look like Wayne Coyne from the Flaming Lips.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, bud.
That's legit one of the best things you could say to me.
I'm aware. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. So for me, I love colored lights on everything but the Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. I want colored lights everywhere, and then I want white lights on the tree. I just love the way white lights look on the tree with a ton of crazy ornaments, like so much color in the ornaments, and then just regular, like bright ass white lights in the tree.
I get that because the color is in the ornaments, and the white makes them pop. Yeah.
And
what about
then
twinkling,
I want the
because
color.
He did ask about twinkling versus non-twinkling.
Too busy.
What are we, amateurs?
No. All right, just give me that solid, strong color, These don't blink. That's on purpose. The ones behind me.
These lights don't blink.
These lights don't blink. I'll tell you, brother, these lights don't blink.
But it has to be one or the other, right? You can't have half, or you put like say 2 strings on your tree. You can't have one string blink and the other one not blink. It's like that does no.
Oh
no. You know what? Hold on.
No.
In his household, that may be something they do. We don't know what the gas leak inside that apartment is having effects on their brains. So I heard on Christmas Eve they're gonna wrap their dog.
He likes it. Stop.
Next week, Phil, his microphone's just going to be wrapped. The headphones are going to be wrapped.
Oh, no. Instead of a mic box, it's going to be a present box instead of a mic box on it.
That's right.
Phil, yourself, where are you at on the lights?
Full colored. I don't do that white light bullshit. No, I want it to be festive and colorful everywhere. Mike, I understand what you're saying with the tree. That's really smart. Never actually thought of it in that light, but never will I put that on my tree. No, we're going full color all over the place. Now, if I turn this on, behind me, the tree that I have behind me,
White
it is
lights.
just white lights, and that's why I never turn the lights on.
Because you always
Because
choose
it
your
looks
hypocrisy.
stupid.
That's right. I got a friend of mine that has an all white tree. Because I want to hear Tony. Actually, Tony, let me hear your take on lights. And I'll talk about this.
Is
other
your
tree
friend
thing.
56?
We'll get there. Just let Tony. No, he's 42.
yes.
He's all right. Tony, what was your pick on the lights?
I do like that. Once we got off the whole joke of it, you somehow brought it back to racism with the all white tree.
Now I'll get to describing that.
No, man. I am a colored lights person. I like the color. I like solid colored lights. Cut dry period on the tree, on
Like
the house.
Single color?
No. Not blinking.
Oh.
Not blinking.
Okay.
Not blinking colored lights. It's just fun to me. Like, look at Mike. Those watching the stream, look at him. Look how fun that is. Who would want anything different? I don't like, a lot of times you have your regular lame flash, which is just the like on off, and then you have the crazy flashes. That's way too much. Like, that's no, come on. I don't want a seizure on Christmas morning. But Charles, you were talking about an all white tree.
Okay, so you asked about like the all solid purple color, all solid. I'm with you on that. It's like, but some people do like pink trees and blue trees. And my friend is 50
Weirdos.
something years old, asshole. So thank you.
Told you.
And he's now I just
He's
feel
a
like he made
wizard?
things awkward. He's a
He's
He's
wizard.
gay. I didn't know how to not make it awkward, so I made it awkward. He's one of my
Yeah, you
favorite
made
gay
it
friends.
super awkward.
But I did. But it's just gorgeous. I mean, it is an all white tree.
Is his
And
gay
then he puts
relevant to the story?
yeah.
No.
Well, I think
No.
so because he's got great decor taste, and obviously Mike and Phil don't. So there is
Gotcha.
something to be said about
Okay.
that.
All right.
So, but it's the way he sets up his. He's got an Atlanta apartment, overlooks the city, and he puts a tree right in front of it, and then all the decorations are Atlanta ornaments. So the Varsity and the Fox Theater, and it looks amazing. 'Cause
Okay,
all
now
the
that's
color
actually
is in
pretty
the
dope.
ornaments.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I got to give you that. That sounds super cool. Get us a picture. I want to see it.
I'll find it for the show right now. He's got it on
Yeah.
Facebook. I'll go get
He
it.
should
My
be watching, but
question
since he's
is-
not,
Yeah,
My
Tim,
question
why aren't you
is-
watching?
Where are these all white trees grown?
It's a fake tree. What kind of person who doesn't
then
have
what the
kids
fuck
wants a
are
real
you
tree?
doing with it?
It's
Why
it's
are
a
you getting a
fiddling.
real tree? It dies. It smells like shit. And it puts mess
Whoa,
everywhere.
No.
Oh,
Tony, where do
no.
you land on this?
in the middle.
There we go. We're
Yeah,
on the right
that's
side
better.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Good work, Phil.
Accurate. All right.
No,
So-
you get a real tree, you jack
No,
bitch.
no.
All right. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it from
It's
there.
hard.
You have your lights, your decor. How about? And this is when things got. It's the next level of the conversation, and we're all friends here. Let's just talk about it. The inflatables. What is going on with the inflatables? Do you approve of the inflatables? If you're gonna have an inflatable, is there a rhyme or reason to your inflatables? I'll tell you what makes me ask that. Drove by a house up the street. They have the giant like Santa and reindeer. Cool, great. And then like a snowman and a Will Ferrell elf inflatable. So like 6 inflatables in the yard.
I've got the Will
I'm
Ferrell buddy in my yard.
curious on
Yo.
the thoughts.
I want to go first. I've never
'em,
been
Phil.
one to be on this easy craze of just putting inflatables into my front lawn for Christmas. Then I saw this, which is the AT-AT.
Oh, nice, nice, dude.
That's 12 feet high, boys.
Yeah,
It's got
I've seen
antlers.
that on
It's got
Facebook.
lights. It's got a nose on it.
It moves. The head moves too.
It's incredible. So, will you see a Buddy the Elf out front of my house? No. Will you see a penguin holding a taco and a Christmas hat? If I could find one, probably. But that AT-AT one, I need it, and it's $250, and it's a lot to drop, but god damn would that look dope. Even when it's not Christmas. You just put that out there. You pretend you're in Hoth. You cut open a tauntaun, hide inside, man. It'd be the dopest.
I feel like, yes, that is an investment, but you're done, right? Like you don't have to do anything else.
Right.
You just
Dude,
boom.
I don't
That's it.
know.
I will say, Phil, I think you'll get behind this one. I do. So to answer the question for you, Tony, where I land on inflatables is whatever makes the kids happy. Right now we have 3 in the yard. One's Buddy the Elf because that's Ryland's favorite. We have a Minion, a Christmas Minion because Zoe's favorite, and then there's basically a Beetlejuice ripoff snake going through an ambulance sitting in my yard. And my wife found that. It's a Halloween decoration, but we put it at Christmas because fuck it, why not? And the snake's head spins. It looks like the black and white stripes. It's like, you know what? We all like it. But we do it for us. But I think, Phil, you get behind them. My favorite one is where it's a single string of lights on the front of the house and it's being pulled down by the inflatable Grinch.
Grinch. Yeah, I've seen people
All
do
right,
that.
so-
man.
Genius. I like that one. I gotta. But see, to me, there's rhyme and reason to that, and it was like, yo,
Right.
you really
Yes.
made this work, you know.
Yes.
Now, once I saw it once, I don't know where I saw it first, but as far as I was concerned, everyone else was then ripping them off, you
Sure.
know. But
But,
and you know what, Charles, to your point, I don't like the inflatables, but if the kids like them, man, I can't argue with
It
that.
has to be rhyme
You
and
know,
reason. I
that's
mean,
all that
like you
matters.
said. Yeah.
Yeah,
It needs
I'm
to-
not gonna
Yeah,
yuck
like-
somebody's yums at Christmas unless they're a flashing blue lights kind of person.
No, that's weird. Yeah, no, that's
you know
gross.
what I mean? That's like also for colored lights. I think it's really important to point out that the only cool colored lights are the ones with the warm tones, the ones with a lot of reds and oranges and like yellows in them. The ones with the like a whole bunch of blue and green, looks sad.
You have
I
to
don't
work
think I
into
knew
it.
that existed. Yeah.
With lights and with inflatables, you can't just put them out willy-nilly. I think there's too much clutter and stuff. But if you set some kind of scene or you do something intentional, then that's it. I honestly, I wouldn't do it's a lot of work. I like it. And I have either it's time, energy, or money. I have expensive tastes. And if I want to decorate my house, I want to pay one of these elf decorators to do it right and to make it look good. Because I'm not going to do it. So I wouldn't do it at all, but my wife wants it. So we have, but if I'm going to do it, I try to make it balanced and look good. And that just throwing a string up, throwing the net on the bush. God damn it. Yeah, Mike.
That's okay. That's another
got a
one. Put a
question.
pin in
Hold
there.
on.
Go ahead, Mike.
Did you just say there are people you can pay to decorate
Yeah.
your house for you?
Oh, fuck yeah. They're in every state, man. I know a buddy of mine who does one in Florida. Like he runs the company in Florida and that's what he does throughout from Halloween to.
You're
Is that
literally
cheating?
you bring that to us 9 days before Christmas and not like week 1?
Right. Like I've got 2 thoughts on it. One, is it cheating? And 2, will they come out tomorrow? Like
One, no. Why would it be cheating? Do you want a good looking house or not? And 2,
Yes.
how much money do you got? Because I'm sure they will if you get the money.
I guess that's true.
There's a guy for everything, as my boss says. You need something done, there's probably a guy for that. Apparently, El Hanley in chat paid someone to put up her outside lights. Wow, that's cheating. I'm calling it cheating. Speaking of cheating, decor. You start on lights. That's the greatest thing, of course. Inflatables. Is anybody down or okay with the net lights that go on the bushes or the projectors?
Nope.
Mm.
Okay. I was 100% against projectors for a while. And then I saw, I don't remember where I was, the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, I think. They mixed projectors in with other lights, so it gave it more of a depth to the light. That, I'm down. Again, rhyme or reason. Oh, it makes sense. Just, there's one on the corner of this street that all they did is put up a green projector that's just little dots on their goddamn garage door. I'm like, just scream white trash, why don't you? Please.
So that's the problem with the projectors. I could imagine a place like the Botanical Gardens gets a quality projection.
Well,
It makes
there's
it
that too, I'm
cool,
sure.
but the home grade version is like a faint light bulb. Like, I don't want to have to work. Like, is that supposed to be moving? Is something the
fine.
matter?
They're
Is there
fine.
a cop up the street?
Phil-
What is
Phil's
that?
got him
They're
on his
fine.
house, don't you,
They're
Phil?
fine. They're fine. You're making
Nick,
mountains out of molehills here,
Here's how you
boys.
sell it, Phil. Danny only
Just-
likes the projectors. Danny hates everything else. Danny only likes the
Yeah,
projectors.
dude, put it on the
That's how you
kid.
sell it.
Put it on the kid.
Yeah, blame it on the
Just trying-
kid.
Oh, the kid loves the projection.
Man, yeah, so we got these Star Wars ones that put BB-8s And
Yeah. Now I know it's not the kid. Now I know it's
yeah, it's
Phil.
not. It was me. I needed that.
We got these Legend of Zelda projections. Like,
Oh god, I
Who
wish
did
Nintendo
that?
wasn't so much fun. Anyway, no, I mean I have them both. I do net lights on the bushes, and I have 2 projectors.
You do you, boo.
It's fine. It's not all we do, but it's part of what we do.
Now, okay, to Ellen Hanley's point, who's putting up lights the weekend before Christmas? Girl.
Oh, it's too late.
she would if I have to come do it, because I was mocking. I say it's cheating by having someone do it. So that's all. It's her way of getting back at me.
So, have you decorated your whole apartment building for everybody?
Yeah, no, I don't decorate
Oh, okay.
Jack. Real quick before we move on, Stealth King
Hold on,
in chat said, Phil has a guy for getting game consoles. There is a guy for everything. So,
Before
you got a lot of
stop,
strong opinions, Tony, for somebody who doesn't
that do
decorate.
shit.
Well, that's
Phil.
the problem, right?
yeah, how
If you
long
got,
have you
like-
known me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
if
true.
you got
That's
a
very
huge amount of opinions, you've only got one way to do it right. And that way is going to take fucking forever. So, like, it's not worth it.
story of my life, Mike. Story of
Don't
my
do
life.
it at all instead of doing it bad. The Tony P story.
Yeah. Before we swap up, here is a picture of that Christmas tree. There's a better one on Instagram that I couldn't get to and share it here well enough, but that's the tree I'm talking about. So, and that's not a great view of the city either, but that's his tree. It's
I
all
trust
white,
you.
lit up from the center. It's
I like
Jim
it.
Swilly on Facebook. You can go look at his photos; they're open.
That looks dope.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah,
It's got
no,
a
it's
guitar
totally
next
dope.
to
Yeah.
it, the red chair. I mean, it's just.
I was
the
going to
thing
say
does
it
what it's
matches the whole decor of the house. So,
Yeah.
like, that's
Yep. I
different,
see a little
right?
I see a little Maryland, I think.
Yep, you got a Marilyn
Um,
Monroe poster back there. Yep.
I like to think that chair's only that chair's seasonal.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Bring the Christmas chair out, you know.
Yep.
That
With
chair
the
is there for
Christmas
pictures
pillows.
only.
Yeah. Don't
But-
sit
I,
in a fucking chair.
No, it looks great. And I've seen a lot of awesome alternative tree type things that I think are amazing. Just not for me or in my family's house. No.
Sure.
No, take it elsewhere. Put it on Pinterest, because that's where it belongs.
I love the fake tree because when I invest one time for 4 or 5 years or more, it comes with lights on it. So I literally just pull it out of the box, clink, 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 plug it in, done. Now kids go decorate it.
But
I
that's
just-
all.
I
The whole
can't. I
like
don't-
part of it is like Steph and I make a whole day out of going and buying the tree and like getting the hot apple cider or the hot chocolate or the hot mulled wine or whatever. And like it's a thing, you know. Like
Sure.
the car smells like Christmas tree for days.
I've taken
after.
my kids to 4
Hold on.
different light shows in 3 weeks. I ain't got time to hunt down a tree.
All right, odd flex there, buddy.
What? Why does your car smell like Christmas tree for 4 days?
Because you put the tree in the car to drive it home.
You tied on top
What?
of the car.
It's on top
Not
of the
if
car
you-
like a normal human.
Hell no! I want that
What do you
Christmas
gotta-
tree smell.
He wants the
You know
resin
they
on his
sell
back
like
seat.
fucking hangers that you can just put in your window.
It's not the same, and you know it.
God
I'm
damn it! Then,
stealing as
then
much
you know
Christmas
what?
as I can.
you can fucking cut off a branch when you're putting it in the stand and throw it in your trunk, you jackass.
No way. Put it in that tree, baby. Let's go. Put
What
it
was
right
it?
in the-
What was it we said earlier about yucking someone's yum? I think that came
Yeah.
up.
We
Yep.
didn't say that.
Yeah,
Junior
I didn't say
did.
shit. That was you
okay.
two. That's you guys on that side.
Yeah. Phil's yums is yucking yum.
We went
Yeah,
red.
it's yucking other people.
You know,
All
like,
that week.
I can't
they call
say
me
shit
Mr.
about
Yuck.
it, but I want to, you know?
How do you feel,
Wow.
Tony, about those big displays where it's the LEDs and the talking trees and the dancing signs and the shows that people put on with their houses?
Oh, I love them. We have a family here in Columbus, Georgia. They do something big every year. It's like literally like spans 4 houses now. They took a break this year. Even before COVID, they announced last year they were taking a break. But I usually check that out every year, and they do donations to Make-A-Wish. So it's cool to go out, hang out there, give some donations and stuff. So I love them, man. I love when other people do it.
Sure.
Yes.
You know, like I'm like, oh man, what's the tech? How'd you? Well, we did this and that. And for example, the Ludi House in Columbus, they're like, It takes us 2 months. I was like, yeah, that's 2 months of nope. I'm not doing
Right.
that. But thank you. And here's some money for charity because that's amazing.
Yeah.
But that's not me, you know.
There was
There
a
is
new
one
one that
Go ahead.
No, there was a new one I saw on the internet of someone's house display where they started off and then there's a tree that yells at another tree for not
Yes.
being in sync
Yes.
and not on time.
And the
Pretty
jokes are
clever
good.
take because that song
Yeah.
that they use, I think it's the Trans-Siberian Orchestra that everybody uses.
Right.
Like, I'm done with that song. So it was a clever take on using that song, but also making it different in your own.
Yeah. Same same house changes it up, and they do this gingerbread dancing one too. It alternates. It's good. Good, Tony.
I thought it was Mannheim Steamroller. You sure? It
They're
was
the same band.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
they're the same
My bad. I
band,
got
they
mixed up.
Right. After Christmas, they go back to being Mannheim Steamroller.
Yeah.
During Christmas, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Like,
When they get on the train, it's Trans-Siberian.
That's
When they
right.
get off, it's Mannheim Steamrollers.
that's right.
I'm
I
learning
don't love
so
this,
much.
Tony. I don't love this at all.
Learning so much. You know, there is one inflatable I love. It's up the street. It's a Santa Claus with a countdown to Christmas. And that inflatable helps me because I pass it every day. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, thanks, inflatable Santa. Speaking of, you know what else I love? Guys, I'm going to get deep. I love my folks, my parents.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that every episode because it gets weird. But the day this episode comes out, it is their marriage and wedding, rather,
Oh,
anniversary.
Anniversary.
I think, let's see, if I'm 41, they got married before I existed. So I don't know, like
2 years
40.
of marriage.
3, yeah, 40,
41
43,
and
44
2 months.
couple days.
Yeah.
Now it's like 43, 44 years. I've lost count. Hopefully they've kept count. But yeah, man, I think that's awesome. 44 years. I usually get I'm good for about 44 minutes. So kudos to them. Happy anniversary to the folks.
Kudos to you. Jesus. Good
Gentlemen,
on you,
please.
man. I'm just saying.
Please. You can find us everywhere on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram at Almost Daily Pod. We have an email address, almostdailypod@gmail.com. Hey, send us an email. Let us know what kind of Christmas lights you prefer, what you don't like. And we'll probably, I usually say might, but let's be real. We'll probably read it on air. So send us an email. It'd be great to hear from you. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Tony P. Henderson. I've been making some commentary videos lately, just recently, talking about the debacle that is Cyberpunk 2077. So check that out. Forging Winting in chat is wondering where our Grinder account is at. We need a fan to make it for us. So if you're volunteering, let us know. And with that, again, happy anniversary to the folks. Happy holidays to everyone. And don't go away. We have another live episode coming up and a new podcast episode tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out.
This person's not in chat anymore, but their message came through and didn't really fit the conversation. But this is like the perfect evolution of beards. Where you
Circle
go?
around.
Here's
Yeah.
the order. You know, you go
Yeah.
Charles and then Mike and then me and then Tony. God
That's
damn, that's a
beautiful.
fucking funny comment.
That's great. Well done.
I somehow missed. I don't
didn't
know.
see
I missed
either,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
Good on you,
hilarious.
Polar Nights. I know you're not here
Really
anymore.
good
But God
bit.
damn, that was funny.
Yep. A+ work.
Appreciate you, homie.
Uh,
Appreciate you. All right, with
Which
that,
is
we'll
even
take
better. It's
a
like, I don't
long
know that
break.
name. I like to think that they stumbled on, dropped that joke, and then just
Yeah.
pieced out.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm out.
What
I
are
got
these
those kids.
assholes? Oh,
Done. Yeah, I anticipate that they shut down their computer after that joke, and we're like, well, I'm good. I'm good for the night. Later.
they throw it in the garbage. Never going to be better than that joke. I'm done with Twitch forever.
This is the local light show that I'm devastated we're missing this year because of COVID.
I can't
Let
leave if
me-
you're going to show a light show video.
Well, it's not a video. It's just going to be a picture
Nah,
of
fuck
it.
that then.
Yeah. It is like bonkers. I don't know if you can see behind that Christmas tree. There's like 16 layers of like lights built out there. It's insane. And they do like a zillion different songs every year, and usually they're not Christmas songs. Like they just do random pop songs like Psychopaths. It's awesome.
Let me show you.
It's at a coffee shop called Mozart's in Austin, Texas. You can Google it. Because
I believe you, dude. Like,
well, like they have YouTube videos of their Christmas light spectacular, and usually it's like 1,500 people show up because they do it every night, like from the 1st of December through the end of January. So what they're doing this year is they're like, oh yeah, sign up for a time and a table and make a reservation. And it just, what I always liked is the spontaneity of it, like showing up, like, oh, we're in the neighborhood, we're gonna stop by, stand super fucking far away, slowly get closer and closer, and just drink hot chocolate and like mulled wine until we're there.
that's what we do at Ludi's, which I'm about to show you. It's like if it's around Christmas and I happen to be out for dinner, so it's like, yo, let's go drop by Ludi's, and you just pop in. So yeah, so this is
lit.
So this world is a Tony P world now. What you got to understand is you don't just pop in on Tony P. You got to let him know you're coming.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Ludi's. I don't know if the music plays through StreamYard or not.
I'm not hearing it.
It's all right because it doesn't coordinate anyway. That's lame. It's basically their commercial. But yeah, and they added the LED screen to the right.
Those reindeer are way too fast, way too busy.
Dude, they gotta get everywhere in the world on Christmas Eve, Charles. If anything, they're just fast enough.
They're not real.
What?
It's lights. God damn it! Don't even try to say I'm ruining shit for people.
The Ludi,
lights.
The Ludi show opens up every year with the THX intro. Yeah. But it's the one with the cow. I don't know if you remember that, where they have the little cow noise maker.
Yes.
Yeah, so they do that. It goes doop, doop, doop. Anyway, it's pretty. It's fun. And it's for a good cause.
Here you go, Tony. Well, I don't know if you care, but this is a better view of that apartment.
Probably not, but
so that's a view from his apartment.
Dang,
Gotcha.
Okay, Jim. Here.
Damn, with that, Charles just he's like, it's so good, I gotta go.
Well, here's the light show anyway. Fuck Charles.
Yeah.
But like, it's bananas. It's just so much.
Oh, that's like a block, like you walk through it or something.
Yeah, well, it's like a outdoor patio.
Gotcha.
And like, so you go and you get coffee and shit from the coffee roaster.
Nice, yeah.
And it's insane. It's crazy. They do such a ridiculous amount of work. But also, like, it pulls in people, like, massive numbers all winter long, right?
So,
and they do, like, the Eyes of Texas because we're in Austin. So, like, it's UT-centric and, like, the Texas fight song and all this shit. And, like, it's all hokey and wonderful and everybody loves it. They do Proud to be an American for some reason.
Of course they do.
Right, because it's Texas. The American flag waves at one point or another during the light show in lights. It's a lot. They
do that 4th of July. It's Stone Mountain, which you may have heard of because it's a big Confederate monument, and there's been a thing going around for a while. They're like, we need to just get rid of it. But they do a laser light show every year, and it's Proud to be an American and you know, all sorts of.
Not at Christmas.
Nope, at 4th of July, which is what I said.
I know, but his doesn't at Christmas, right? That's what you're saying. They do theirs.
Yeah.
That's the difference between.
Yeah, you know what, Charles, you're right. That's a fair point, dude. My bad. Like that's a little weird for Christmas.
Correct. But it's also very Texas. And so there's that. But
Yeah, we
they-
legit. There's a Chick-fil-A in Athens, which is about an hour from us. But my parents live in Athens, and my ambulance company services that city every once in a while. And they went all out. You're talking about how Ludi's does it, and it does bring in people because they did all white because of course Chick-fil-A is the red, so the red really pops with all white light. They have white lights everywhere. It looks. I told my wife, like, no, seriously, it looks like a winter wonderland. And we were leaving my parents, well, I guess right after Thanksgiving, we were leaving my parents' house. I was like, let's go up there. And we did. And everybody loved it. Just, you can only go through the drive-through, but they had this little local FM broadcaster. So they're playing Christmas music in your car for you while you're in the drive-through and stuff. And there's like, I kind of want to go back. Now, we have Chick-fil-A's everywhere. This is fucking Georgia. We got to remember it. But she wants to go back to that one because of the Winter Wonderland lights. And, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And they have brownies now too.
I'll say that I'm always proud to be an American. It doesn't have to be a certain time of year. That's not true.
Was that
Yeah,
good for you? Because I can't say that.
Yeah, I'm hardly proud to be an American. On the best times
Partially
of
proud
year.
to be an American.
Well, you know, that'd be a topic for outside December is what's your stance on the Pledge of Allegiance? You know,
I had a bit I did once a long time ago, which it doesn't
Back
make
when you
for a
were
good
funny?
bit. Hell,
Who?
Wow!
Oh, Tony.
Coming in hot.
Yeehaw.
Tony Pwned. He's still frowning. He's still so upset.
I didn't. Never mind.
Poor Tony. All right, everybody ready? Sounds like a yes to me.
Let's do it. Fine, Charles. Let's do the show for you.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Mike, Phil, Tony P, and here with today's topic is Charles.
I am here with today's topic, and I come up to Mike riding the pony
That's
to
right.
his Christmas sleigh. I don't know what he's doing there. But yeah, so last week, actually, it popped in my brain while we were talking about some other topic, and I went ahead and listed it there. Pranks, right? Are you into them? Are you not into them? And what's the best prank you've ever played or had played on you? Because whether you're into it or not, somebody's done one on you, and hopefully it's been good enough that it made you laugh, gave you a good chuckle. And then, of course, I think this conversation will evolve into what are the shittiest pranks people do to people? But we'll go with Pony Boy Mike. What's either the best prank that you've done or had done to you?
So I love pranks, but also we tend to do weird pranks to each other. One year in college, they were remodeling this super old building and had torn all the doors out of it. So we replaced the doors in our friend's dorm room with all of the old doors that had been torn out of this building. So like we took their doors off the hinges and put the new doors up that like they didn't have the key to these new doors. There was paint everywhere, like paint chips, because like they're fucking old shitty doors that were like falling apart. Like nobody had been allowed in this building that they were doing renovations on. And so like we pulled all these heavy ass old doors out of the trash, pulled them into our friends' dorm rooms, made a fucking mess. And then our friends were like mad about it. And they like tried to like dad us and we're like, you're going to clean this up. And like looking back, we probably should have, because that was like a shitty thing to do to your friend. It's a bad, mean thing. But when they came at us like dads, we were like, nah, fuck you. This is your problem. And we just left for the weekend.
No,
Like,
Mike.
yeah, we just, you know what?
That's
Fuck you.
horrible.
And so we bail. They come back. They have to clean up all this shit. Everything looks great when we get back from the weekend away. And then they wouldn't talk to us anymore for like a month. And we were like, you guys are being babies. Because like we weren't able to be adults or rational about it. We were like, why don't you just prank us better? But then it turned out years later, like we were talking about it, we were all joking about it. And I was like, yeah, why didn't you prank us better? And they were like, you guys were literal psychopaths. Like if we had pranked you, you would have burned down our houses and been outside like, oh, I got you, fuck you. And we would have been homeless and you would have laughed about it.
Really unlike you and uncharacteristic of you to go over the top and too much.
It really explains
from pranks.
That really explains the gift wrapped photos behind you now.
Yeah,
I think the punchline of that door swap thing was a couple years after that, dude got lung cancer from the asbestos in the door.
Get it?
You know.
He died.
But then,
Got him.
But then
Yeah,
Mike
you're-
poses as somebody who will get you money for mesothelioma, and then never gets him the money.
Jesus Christ.
Got him again.
Yeah. You're sitting at his funeral, consoling his widow, and like, got him.
Yeah.
Got you too.
Just snapping at the eulogy.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? Oh yeah, I have something. Got him.
So Mike is an example of who you don't mess around with, and that's why I personally typically stay away from pranks for the most part. There's been some played on me in EMS that went awry, but we'll get to some of that. What about you, Phil? Have you done a good prank or had one played on you?
First, I'll start off by saying I hate pranks. Hate them. Fucking Michael, 60 yards away from me at all times, bud. So fuck off. But when I was younger, yeah. I mean, obviously, I played almost semi-professional hockey, so like the locker room was a place to fuck with people, and everybody fucked with everybody. So we were in training camp one year, and I found the perfect opportunity to go into the locker room and put Icy Hot in 50% of the team's jocks, just so they would have be on the ice and not being able to deal with it. So I thought it was hilarious, real funny.
It's
Hold on,
evil.
I'm not done. Guy that I did this with found it so hilarious that he double-crossed me, and then he, when I left, didn't put it in my dick holder. He put it in my helmet. So when I start to sweat, the Icy Hot ran into my eyes.
Uh-huh.
So
Laughing out.
pretty much, man. It was like, oh, look at us. We got him. Oh, you son of a bitch. So like,
Phil's blind. Oh, we double got him.
got him.
Yeah.
So like and like just little shit like that. So like, in hockey, we to like hold our shin pads down, we use clear tape. So what we used to do is we used to put it on people's blades of their skates because you can't see the tape there. So when you would get out onto the ice, there is literally no edge, and you would just tumble to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some of them. That's just in the locker room. That's not even with the skateboarding people. With me and the skate crew, man, we got weird.
So I was gonna say, like,
we got dirty.
I'm glad you have the same like growing up connections that I do, right? Like organized sports and skateboarding, because they both have their own prank culture and they're both extreme. And then when you mix the two together, it's like really inconsiderate.
I got
the only
some.
word
I
I can
love how
find, right?
the aggressors are calling it inconsiderate, where the people who had the price are calling it criminal. You know, chargeable.
Is it a toxic masculinity thing? Is that what that is?
Right?
No, it's really like we don't like going to training camp and we're bored. So like anything to lighten up the mood of like literally doing sprints for an hour and a half.
Yeah, let's blind my partner so he didn't have to do sprints. There we go.
Hey, man, it's not the only way to get out of practice.
Tony?
Yeah, so my best prank was when I lived in California. I convinced my parents that I had re-upped my apartment lease, but I was secretly conspiring with my best friend to move back, and they wanted me to move home. And so I was secretly conspiring to move home, and they had no idea. And my best friend was in on it so much. My mom would see my best friend every couple of weeks, and he was in on it. So he was planting things in her head. And then he came out and got me, and I moved home. And it was like a big surprise. They're like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I moved back." And they're like, "He knew the whole time?" I was like, "Yep, that's my dog." Speaking
and that's
of,
a prank that brings joy to their hearts.
Speaking of, it's Benjamin's dad. So go to bed, Benjamin. So that guy, yeah, we drove cross country as present parents, and it was great, and everyone was happy, and nobody got testicular cancer or anything from the icy hot. And that was it. That was the whole bit. Like, it was a fun prank, a white lie, if you will. I also
doing a nice thing for your parents isn't a prank, Boy Scout.
Yeah, stop bragging. I know it's their fucking anniversary.
Got him.
Jesus.
There was there's also, I think the reason I kind of fell off pranks is because they're usually lame. Like, people in the office, like corporate office world, love the office pranks, which include putting a Post-it note under your mouse pad so it doesn't work, or
I like that prank.
Or I figured you would, or tying a rubber band to your chair so when you sit on it, it like falls down, and it's like, oh, got him. But it's so slow. It's like you sit on it, and it's like, oh, you assholes! All right, you got me. And then it pisses me off because I'm OCD and I got to put it back to where I want it, and it's just not fun. There's no it's just dumb. The office pranks.
I used to take rubber bands and go into people's kitchens, and when sinks used to have the glass cleaner, I would rubber band that so it was on go. So then when they would turn the sink on, it would just completely soak them out. Wholesome.
And then you have a gremlins problem because the gremlins get wet. I used to turn. This is way back in the day when like everything in your car was manual, but like I used to turn everything on in the car. So when people turned the car on, like the radio was blaring, the wipers were going, the blinkers were on, and it was fun because then people would have a panic attack. And by people, I mean my mom. It was my mom.
We put glitter into someone's defroster.
Oh, no.
So when they turn the defrost on in the winter, like this is a long you could do this in July, right?
No.
Mm-hmm. So then you would get your payoff in November, December. Just it goes up the window and to your face.
I am telling you now, because most everybody who's involved in the show gets invited to the After Dragon Con cookout. If I turn some shit on and glitter, you don't understand. I'm not talking about I hate glitter. No, I will murder you. I will. Dragon Con will get canceled. I will call like I'm never fucking doing it again. Shut down the digital media track. You show your face. Any of you show your face at my house. If you don't rat somebody out, I will murder you. I am not kidding. Mike,
Michael.
you're a little too in the spot. Mike, I will not kill you. I will kill Stephanie in front of you and make you watch. I'm serious. That is no. This is why I don't like
Mike. He can't be serious. He's not serious.
This is the problem with the
I know how to hide the bodies.
Now it's just so tasty, Charles. This is the whole fucking thing, right? Like this is why a prank happens, Charles.
You did it. You did it to yourself, Charles.
There's pranks that can be like, all right, whatever. No,
you know what's untrackable, Mike? Glitter bombs through the mail.
Just shut it. I'm just going to shut everything down.
But you can't prove it was anybody. Done. It just came through the mail.
It won't matter. Shows up if he shows up because of this show. I'm like, I'm done podcasting.
I'll kill your fiance.
This is your shows. And I'll call my buddy Liam Neeson, and he will hunt your ass down. But so I came up through EMS. Now, let me tell you, I came up through EMS and the firehouse and stuff.
So I surprised my parents, and then they were like, "Yay!" And that was the whole thing. That was
I
it.
got some. See, I got some you'll like, Tony. But in EMS, man, you don't get much sleep, and I need my sleep. I'm a big guy, high energy. I need my sleep, and they thought it was funny
Grumpy
one
bear.
morning to grab my bed. It's a twin bed, and we all slept in the same bunk room. They two guys went out on the call. The other rest of us are sleeping. They decided it's funny at like 4 a.m. to come in and just grab my bed and yank it onto the floor all of a sudden while I'm sleeping. So I'm literally flying through the air and hit the ground, and they thought it was hilarious. So I waited till they slept, picked up my mattress, and launched myself 5 feet into the air and body slammed on top of them and broke their ribs. So, yeah, I'll go over the top. But here's the long con, Tony.
Let me
ahead.
say before you move on, waking me up, never a funny prank.
Never a good thing.
That ain't
Never
good,
a
like-
good thing.
Now I got to beat your ass. It might not be today. It
Yeah.
might not be tomorrow, but it's coming.
It's
Get him,
coming
Mike.
with a
Mike.
vengeance.
Mike, he's not serious.
So that's the thing, right? Like,
Mike would never be anywhere close to me while I was sleeping.
Dragon Con,
Like-
Mike.
Yeah, he the closest Mike will get to me sleeping is the same city.
Let's go, Mike. Come on.
Jesus,
I don't-
Charles
I don't-
pulling a knife on me on the internet.
I don't sleep comfortably around strangers. Thus, 2 years ago, whenever we went and we had the house, I had my own room with a lock on it because I don't trust nobody. Matter of fact, half the people in the house are
Mhm.
strangers. I don't know them.
Yep.
I don't know Ted Sikora. Like I do now, but at that time I did not. So yeah, lock and a chair up against it. Leave me alone.
You're gonna need it.
Uh,
You're
now
gonna need it, Tony.
here's the one you like, Tony.
Locks ain't good if you don't have hinges.
And
And
you
then-
know,
An old door. Yeah.
Yeah. Old heavy door with asbestos. But so two buddies of mine started
Got 'em.
podcasting early on called Two Guys, One Brain. And one of them on the air talked about his fear of spiders because most everybody knew it. Right? He was a jailer where he worked out in Washington State. And he's afraid of spiders. And even something as simple as drawing like a little kid's version of a spider on a piece of paper. And then if he discovers it, he jumps. It's just this big thing, right? And they'd get him like they'd tape little spiders on the phone, then the phone ring, he'd pick it up, and those kind of things. Everybody loved Skittles. He loved Skittles, and so I went out, found his favorite pack of Skittles. Now, mind you, I live in Georgia. He's in Washington State. Took a scalpel. Because, I'm a medic, I have scalpels. Took a scalpel, slit down the seam of the Skittles bag, got a pack of big, large plastic spiders out of a Halloween kit, put them in the Skittles bag, clear packing tape along the seam so you'd never know it's cut, shipped it to him with a bunch of other goodies, and they were doing podcasts every week. And I was a loyal listener. This is actually where I got my start podcasting on other stuff. And so I was... Thanks for putting that by followers up on the screen. But it took
I'm
3
listening.
months.
I'm listening, Credolphin. Do
But
tell.
Tony, it took 3 months for this dude to get around to opening the bag of Skittles. And he did it at work in front of his entire crew, like he was doing a crew briefing. And he opened it up and reached in and pulled out a handful of Skittles and a spider. The whole bag went everywhere in the briefing room. And that was just the most at the long game, man. And he laughed. I knew he'd laugh. He laughed. There was no pain. He's like, that was because he knew I waited for 3 months for that to pay out.
That's some skinny dude stuff right there. Who sits on a pack of Skittles for 3
Right.
months?
Yeah, I don't know
So-
why it took you forever to open it up. but
Kind of similar, Charles, and this wasn't intentional, but sometimes it just works out. We were doing Secret Santa, and I might have told the story already, but I'm telling it again because it cracks me up. I think I did tell it. We were doing Secret Santa, and I wrapped the mechanical cat paw. Did I tell you guys about that?
Yes, and she
Yeah.
couldn't do cat. The one
And
person
it
who couldn't
scared the crap out of that woman. Again, unintentional, which to me
Right.
made it okay to laugh because I was like,
Help
I didn't do
laugh
that
at
on
this.
purpose. That's hilarious. Had I done it on
So-
purpose, kind of mean.
then you take credit. You're
There,
like,
exactly.
You're welcome, everyone.
It's your
And-
boy.
And everybody would know Tony never would, be mean like that.
Dude, there's no way I could have known. There were like
Right.
40 of us. It was literally like 1 in 40 were the odds, and she happened to take the one that looked phallic. So that's on her.
That's
Yeah.
on her.
Now what's
Yeah.
what's one that's been done to you? Like, all right, yeah, you got me. That was pretty good. Like we do jump scares in this house, and it's hard to get me. My wife kind of ruined it because she jump scared Oakland when he was like 4, and he fell backwards in his head on the baseboards. He had an injury from it. She's bad at it, but they try to get me every once in a while. They get me. Rylan got me the other day. He scared the piss. I almost punched him.
So I don't really get pranked.
I wonder why, psycho.
Right. I was gonna say, I think it's because people are afraid. Like the pranks that I would get were like my coworkers would like do the mouse pad thing, right? Or one year I went on vacation, and so they scoured my Facebook and got a bunch of old pictures of my face and printed them out and put them on popsicle sticks and ran around the office like being me for the entire week I was on vacation. So I came back and everyone in the office was talking to me about the things that they talked to them about as though I had like been there and had these conversations. And so like they signed me up for all this work and they were like, I got you. And like that was a pretty good one. Because
by the way, bring potato salad on Friday. Like what?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like you're still in for the thing you said you do, right? Tomorrow? What? And like everyone in the entire office.
Did you
was
get a good
in on
laugh
it.
out of it, Mike?
Yeah, and that was a good one, right? That was a funny one.
I will ruin your credit score. I'm just telling you, glitter. I will end.
There's no. You let off with murdering family members.
Yeah.
You can't. I'll also ruin your credit score. At that point, nothing matters.
Right.
What matters at that point?
No, he might find happiness later in life.
My friend signed me up for the Marines.
Oh,
Wow.
that's the best.
But that's funny because you can still say no.
Right after 9/11.
Well, that's the best time. Yeah.
Get it. There we go.
And I had a Marine show up unannounced to our house because they did all the fucking talking. My friends did through either email or the phone, and they scheduled a meeting and a session and all of that. So a Marine showed up to my house to talk to me about joining the Marines.
Wow.
That's really fucking good.
It's really good.
That's really, really, really fucking good.
And then
Was
I
it
had
Billy?
yes.
Oh.
So I had a meeting and a sit down with this Marine about his pitch, and then had to inform him that, oh no, sir, actually, my dickhead friends were the ones leading you on. I'm not joining the Marines. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
That has
so-
to be some sort of violation of something.
I'm pretty sure for a very,
I mean,
very long time after that happened, my parents were still receiving mail from the military because they gave him my name and my address and all that other shit. So
I mean, it's identity theft, Tony. To answer your question, yeah, it is illegal. But that
Like,
doesn't
I
make
feel
it a
like-
bad prank.
I feel
Sounds
like
really
at that point, like the Marines are still owed somebody. Like, oh, okay, I understand there was a misunderstanding. It's like a soul at that point. Like, but we still need our
the
soul.
Reaper came in. I gotta leave with somebody. I gotta leave with somebody. Who's coming?
And that's
You,
how your
Kathy?
dad joined
Okay,
the
let's go,
Marines.
Mom.
The general rule to a good joke or prank is no property damage and nobody gets hurt. No real threat of getting hurt. Mike.
Look, I'm just saying.
Like your door prank was funny, but you should have fucking cleaned it up. That's the
Yeah,
adult
they
thing
shouldn't
to
have come
do.
at me like babies. That's all. We were gonna clean it up,
See, I'm
and
deceptively
then they came
slow.
at me like a big
I
baby.
can outrun you, Mike. I will fucking catch you.
I'm just I get first off, I guarantee that's not true. Second off,
Yeah, I'm not taking that
perfect.
bet. There's
Yeah.
what?
I'll
Oh,
give you
yeah,
the
right.
Fried Green Tomatoes line. I'm older and have better insurance.
yes, on the first one. I don't know on the second one. I got really good insurance.
Stop bragging, you assholes. Jesus.
Swan would watch it. ADD race for the ages.
Yeah.
So now we have to set up foot races between the four of us at the picnic.
He would see some Christmas lights, get distracted, and all of a sudden I blindside him. What's going to happen?
We'll see. We'll see, Charles. Put your money where your mouth is. We'll run. Let's do this.
I know I got
Did you
motivation. You got to piss
Did you
me
watch
off. And I'm not saying
Nate
like
Robinson and Logan Paul? Like,
Frank ADD prank and chase. Because even Bean said like we're gonna hide the glitter. No, I'm fucking serious. Like, glitter.
Race for the
I
agent.
will burn your house down. Race for the agent.
Fire.
Yeah.
I did turn 36 this year. I am officially decrepit. There are very few people I could beat in a running race. Charles absolutely is one of those few. I'm proud.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But
kill him.
you do something wrong, I will get you.
But,
so, go ahead, Mike.
I was
You're
going
trying
to
to get
say,
this one out.
yeah. To call back to earlier, I said that I had a story that related to this and gift giving.
Yes.
So in a previous episode, you asked Tony, have you had a situation where you gave a present or were given a present to a new relationship? So I started dating.
Yeah,
this
I
girl.
have actually. Oh, wait, you weren't asking me again. I'm sorry. I thought I got to go again.
So I started dating this girl in September, and then Christmas rolled around, and she had just moved out into her own apartment, and she wanted a pet, but she had a lease that like she couldn't have pets. And so I got her a fish tank. It was a 10-gallon tank, and I also wrapped 10 gallons of water. And so the water was all wrapped in different size boxes and different shaped containers. And I made her open all of these things in front of my entire family. I have a 35-person Christmas, like we talked about.
Sorry, excuse me. That sounds like open it. I really don't want to open the water. Oh, it's a water. Thanks. Open the other one. I really would prefer. Then you got 35 other. Open the water. Like, right.
I mean, I come from a place, right? Like I am who I am for reasons that are both nature and nurture, right? So you're not super far off, Tony.
Grandma wants to see the water.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
My whole family thought it was funny.
Of course
She
they
didn't
did.
realize that there was something at the end of it to make it all like paid off, right? So like she's like, I don't want to open more water.
She's like
like,
crying and shit.
The whole family that she doesn't really know that well is laughing at her.
It was really fucked up. And so like we hit 4 waters and she was not having fun anymore. It wasn't quite that like evil, but she was clearly not having fun anymore.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know why it never lasted.
So get to the end. What was the payoff? What was the payoff?
Well, I mean, the payoff is that like eventually we fucking broke up because like I didn't know how to include someone in a joke yet.
Okay.
Thanks, professional sports and skateboarding. I mean, not professional sports, organized sports and skateboarding.
Tony's gone. You got him. You're broke,
Jokes-
Tony. It's awesome.
Jokes were at people; they weren't with people.
Sure.
Amanda, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Merry Christmas.
She's still talking about like this one Christmas. It's the worst Christmas I ever had. He thought he was so cute and clever.
That's the email we need for what was your worst Christmas present? But like, okay, so Oakland
I'm
last
not
year.
even thirsty. Open the water.
Tony's got this whole skit in his head, this Key and Peele skit, and it's hilarious. I love it. So right before Christmas, last year, Oakland broke his phone, and it was right at that perfect window of, I can upgrade my phone and my wife's phone, and he can get a nice phone and this and that. But I told him, I was like, this is your Christmas. I mean, it's like October, November. I was like, no, this is it. I'm going to be paying on this for a while. You ain't getting shit. And he got it. He's okay. But, I never like people to sit there and watch everything around, right? And not having. So I gave him, he likes Xbox. So we got him an Xbox gift card that I taped in like 50 cellophane layers. He opened a box like this. That was just a gift card. There's no box, just a gift card in the middle. And it took him an hour with a knife cutting the tape off of it to finally get to his gift card. It cracked us all up. He got it. It didn't hurt him. No glitter was involved. It's all right.
We hid old seafood in the headrest of somebody's car.
God damn it, Phil. You're banned from my house.
You remove a little bit of the stuffing on the passenger side of the headrest, and you put in old seafood up there.
That's not
And
a
then
prank.
you
That's
zip it back
revenge.
No, it was a prank.
So
I threatened my brother-in-law when I had babies. Like he'd get on my nerves. Like, look, motherfucker, I will put a doo-doo diaper, because that's what he wanted to call it, whatever. I'll put a shit diaper under your back seat in August in Georgia, and you won't go out to your car for a week. He backed off real quick. Never had to do that one. Did have the milk bottle turn up 3 days later. That was, yeah.
one weekend it was freezing in Massachusetts. It was the middle of the winter, and my door friends, pre-dooring, we're being babies, and so we put ketchup on their windshield, like an inch and a half of ketchup on their windshield that froze solid. Ketchup, it turns out, when it defrosts and goes into the vents,
Oh no,
is just as fucking vile as pretty much anything. Once it
Yes.
settles into those vents and starts to smell like
Right.
ketchup for months and months and months. Bikey, if
Wow.
you're listening, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Merry Christmas.
But
Christmas.
Mikey was kind of acting like a baby about it. So
Look, I'm just saying.
I like to think that fucking Mikey is 12 years younger than fucking Mike, and Mike's just bullying these children. You're being a baby right now. You're being a baby. I'm literally 12 years old, man.
For my buddy's 21st birthday, when I worked at Activision, we all thought it'd be funny if we pretended that he got fired. So like our manager coordinated it, and he took him outside. He's like, "Hey man, I need to talk to you." And the phrase at Activision was key cards. It was, "Give me your key cards. If you were fired, you got to turn in your key cards." So they went outside to the staircase. They talked, and it was on his 21st birthday.
He cried, didn't he? He cried.
And it was like, no, this dude, he is Mike Winty. He's probably not listening, man, but he's a good dude. I need to catch up with him.
And last name, damn.
Yeah, look him up, Google it, find him. But it's actually Michael, so maybe it'll throw him.
And
But
he
anyway,
went on Twitch, and now we're banned.
right? But no, he's like 6'7", 300 plus pounds. He's like this gigantic dude. He's like a
Good
bear.
at
He was a
running.
bear. Yeah, we called him Winty the bear.
Bear
I
McCall?
was not quite. So yeah, it's his 21st birthday. He's feeling good. The manager takes him outside, basically tells him, "Hey, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, this is the end of your shift. Go ahead, turn in your key cards. You've done a good job, but blah 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 blah." So he walks back in. We're all waiting for him, like. And then we tell him, "Just kidding, happy birthday." I think we had a cake. We had a cake or something, but it was
then
hilarious.
He put that 9mm back into his pocket and laughed with you guys.
But just think for like 2 minutes, he thought he was unemployed. It was
That's
hilarious.
Rude. That's rude.
When you make somebody
Jeez, Tony,
Tony, how
yeah,
did you feel when
that's not
Nightline
funny.
asked you about doomed babies? That's how he felt about key cards. Come on, man. Yeah,
It was
that's
hilarious both times.
Dude, that's fucked up. That's
fucked.
too
I had
far.
a friend who used to poop in the litter box and then blame it on the cat and would have his mom
God damn it.
come down and clean the litter box.
That's so wrong.
I had a friend who pooped in his friend's shoes and blamed it on the dog.
Why? This is why you don't have friends, either one of you anymore. Sometimes you just have to do a little good.
It was this dude. It was this dude Scabies, and so Kevin shit in Scabies' shoes because he hated him. So he would like invite Scabies over to his house and then make
Oh,
fun of
come
him
on.
and just like
Oh.
bully him.
Oh man, I had a friend that pooped in a bag and then cut it into somebody's box spring in their bedroom.
Oh God, come on.
So was it directly into the shoe, Mike, or was it transported in?
Oh no!
That second
Squatting
question-
over the shoe.
How big were these shoes? Like
Why
maybe
are
I'm
we all
over.
watching him do this?
Maybe I'm overthinking it, overcomplicating this process. But
Were they Pradas? I mean,
No,
Yeah, they were
probably
high
real
heels.
poor.
They
Yeah,
were high heels and he didn't notice.
no, they were like work
God.
boots or whatever. So like it just went straight in. It was good.
see now that
Well, that's
something like
those
that.
Osiris's. Yeah, they're like moon boots.
Right.
If someone poops in my shit, did they eventually figure out who it was?
Mm-mm. They
Like-
thought it was the dog. They legit thought it was dog shit. It was
Okay.
people shit. Tony.
Because I couldn't figure out how after how many years this dude didn't get his ass beat.
yeah.
Because I can find out today, like, oh, remember 20 years ago? Well, now we got to fight. You
I'm
know,
gonna fly
like
to Elijah Woods' house and punch him in the face. Fuck that dude. So sometimes you gotta do something good in the world to make people laugh, as opposed to Mike and Philip, who are just demons and horrible people. And you know, this
we've
time of
learned
year,
a lot about them this episode.
We
We've
did.
learned a lot.
yeah.
Honestly, fair.
So you know how contests are. Well, they'll give away one thing, and everybody's having a hard time getting to it, and you have to text in all these times. The Burt Show is a local Atlanta show that's actually syndicated. There's a station in Texas. I don't remember which one, but anyway, they're syndicated throughout the U.S., and they're all about helping people do good things. And they're calling it the Hunt for the Impossible Gaming System. And I love how they did it because they got a gaming company that's local to help them out and donate a bunch of systems, and they interviewed them and this and the other. And the way they're doing it is you have to listen to the show, right? And you get keywords, but you have until midnight that day. So it's a morning show. So it's 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? I don't get up that early. And you get the keywords, but they also have a podcast that they just cut the segments into. So you're getting 6-minute segments and 8-minute segments that you can then go and get the words from. I'm telling you, man, I'm hunting this system for my kid. And the way they did this, it took all the stress out of it. So nobody's mad that they didn't lose and I didn't dial in fast enough. It's the way they did it is really good. And of course, they talk about good topics, and I do enjoy the show. And they do. Bert's Big Adventure is a great charity out there that they take. I forget the criteria for the children, but it's usually like a terminal type illness, and they have a whole camp load of them that they take to Disney every year for a week, and I mean, they do a lot of great work throughout the year. But this was cool for the Christmas holidays because it's an impossible system. I'm trying to get something for my kid to make it an epic Christmas, and it's difficult. I just really liked how they handled this as opposed to some other radio stations that are doing that standard radio shtick of, hey, call in right now or text us. Well, you're driving, you're working, you're whatever's going on, right? You'd miss it. So I wanted to show some love to the Burt Show. They do really well. And they're local, so I dig them. You can find us Almost Daily Pod at Almost Daily Pod, almostdailypod@gmail.com, Anchor, all that. You can find us at Grindr/Forging Winton is there, and onlyfans.com/poopinashoe. We have that one as well. So Almost Daily Pod is everywhere, just not always under the ADD brand. You can find me, Charles McFall, charlesmcfall.com, all across the internet. Just Google me. It's awesome. And rock out of podcasting. And we'll be back with one more segment. Now, see, I try to get my buddy Phil, my boy Philium, my dearest Philium, to go first. And these two douchebags like, no, we want him sober. We got to keep him sober. This is an intervention. So, okay, fuck you,
Joke's on
Bean.
them. I'm
Fuck you,
drunk.
But he's got the next one coming up. So hang out because it's going to be awesome sauce.
I don't understand all the water. I don't get it.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I was dating Aaron, and I don't even know how to. I don't even think I can tell that story. There's a story.
Great story,
Basically,
Charles. Great story.
It was an
Wow.
inside joke gift that I was not invited to her Christmas because we just started dating in October. But we were getting stuff for each other. But I knew where her mom worked, and we worked in the same area. So I went up to her mom and said, "Hey,
So I followed her, and I
Don't
said,
ask-
"What
yeah.
the fuck? Why aren't I invited to Christmas?"
open the water." If I was like, "Don't ask any questions, just if you wouldn't mind, put this in like Aaron's stocking
Just
or something."
walk.
And so her whole family was
Keep
like,
walking.
what is this joke? And of course she got it, but it's not something she could share with them. So I embarrassed her remotely, and I learned from that mistake.
Charles,
Yes.
now that you're done making fun of your wife on stream, I got something to tell you.
Yes.
I hit you up through Facebook.
Okay.
I have given you a link. That is Wario64. It is a Twitter account.
Yes.
He tweets out constantly when new things are available to buy that are hard to find. 5 hours ago, he tweeted out the chance for people to buy a PlayStation and an Xbox.
Oh, nice.
If you put a bell on him and have it notify you every time that he tweets,
got it.
you should be able to get your console.
Awesome.
I've shared this with a couple people, and they've been able to get their consoles this way. When Switches were
Nice.
hard to get during the peak of COVID, I was able to pick up 2 Switches for people. It's the best and easiest way to do it.
Cool. I've been checking every day, 2 or 3 times a day, now in stock.net. And then I just go straight to Best Buy too.
So this
sometimes.
will just go right to your phone, right?
Yeah. So I did
So-
everything. I just put the notification on it. So cool.
So like with when I was trying to get a hold of the Game & Watch, I used him, and as soon as they popped up for pre-orders, I was able to pick one up right away.
I've heard good things about Wario 64, and I have not been using him, and I do not have a PS5.
It's great.
So I've since gone, as you were talking, I went in and did that. I'm like, man, I need to keep up.
You know, you're gonna have to push through a lot of notifications because he tweets a lot.
Yeah.
But
That's fine.
if you get lucky and you have somewhere that has service, you should be able to get your console that way.
Dude, most of my time, like
Cool.
I'm working from home. So I'm just like sitting here. And every time I see like a Walmart 3 o'clock, like I go and try, but I literally think they've had like one.
Well, that's
for
been the
online.
biggest problem with both of these consoles is all the online stuff. Nobody, like Walmart being one of the biggest culprits, nobody prepared. So when they're like, "Oh, here's launch day, and here's the consoles," I think it was in less than 30 seconds, all the consoles were gone from
Well-
Walmart. They were taken out of honest people's boxes because they put in zero.
But I
security
honestly,
in the
I don't
box.
think they had the stock.
There is no
Yeah.
stock out there, man, because of COVID.
It's rough.
Be right
It's
back.
It
out
is
here for a
rough,
pet.
but I mean, it's always kind of rough when a new console launches. You're just putting
Yeah.
another element of shittiness when you have COVID on top of it.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you, I learned a hard lesson because I wasn't thinking this way. Midnight launch day is when I should have tried, not 8 a.m., 7 a.m. the next morning.
No, you should have been physically. God, I know this is shitty to say during COVID, but I probably would have gone down to like a GameStop at like 11
Yeah.
to see what it looked like.
You know, I didn't even think about that either. I was like, all right, it's COVID time. I'm setting my alarms, I'm getting in. And the next
know,
morning it's
yeah.
like people were still struggling, but I was struggling. I couldn't get pages refreshed because everybody was doing what I was doing. And the people who did get it, that I was in Bill's Discord with the Fall Gaming Festival or whatever that particular room's called. And they're like, yeah, we had trouble. We started at midnight last night. I was like, son of a bitch. Of course. Started at
Yeah, I
midnight
think-
last night.
I know Walmart at least wasn't allowing physical store sales of PS5 or Xbox because of COVID shit. They were like, no, don't even come here. And so I don't know if other places are doing the same, but that was interesting.
I would think that GameStop probably still did, considering they need any kind of fucking revenue right now.
Yeah, they probably did. I even called him locally, and the guy was like, "Bleh, bleh, 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 bleh." I'm like, look, I understand you've gotten a million questions. I'm just asking because things aren't refreshing right. What do you know about it? And he basically was like, we ain't got none. Click. I'm like, thanks for not doing your job, asshole. I'm not.
Were you trying to buy meth? What I know I stepped
No,
away
that's
and I
our
came
GameStops
back.
around here. It's
For me, like I wanted one just for me, so I didn't put forth that much effort. I was like, if I can buy one, man, that'd be cool. If not, whatever, you know. But you know, people that are trying to get them for their kids and stuff, I know they're grinding. But with that, I'll still buy one if I can get one. I don't care about their kids.
yeah.
Classic Tony. Don't care about the kids. Fuck the
No.
kids.
Hey,
No.
Charles, we'll talk after stream.
That's fine. Are you ready, Phil?
No, read what's on the screen.
Oh, Doodle Crew. Oh, Swan. Hey.
Yeah, read it like that. Doodle crow. This is
Yeah, you're not introducing Phil. Hey,
I was
also,
just gonna say, it's like, Mike, you can't talk because your better half went, and Phil.
I mean, first off, she's a strong, independent woman who does what she wants. Second off, I thought it was a good bit.
so anyway, y'all, for those listening, this Thursday, that is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, Emily Swan and some friends are having a Doodle Crew. What is a Doodle Crew, you ask? Good question. It's a new stream featuring a rotating cast of artists, and they're all doing some doodles. So tune in tomorrow, 7 o'clock, twitch.tv/a swan named Emily. Why does that sound familiar? You've seen her in the chat. She's always here hanging out, participating. She also has her own thing. So go follow her now, and then you won't miss it. You're like, when is it? 7 o'clock. Just go follow now, twitch.tv, a swan named Emily, and you'll be notified tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
I am gonna-
She's also been a guest on the show. And
Yes.
to quote her, my favorite thing was making fun of Charles.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That
direct
seems to be a
quote.
lot of people's favorite thing.
I will certainly try my best to be there. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I will be there.
I might be there for a little bit. Yeah.
Before and after the Adventure Incorporated Tavern Night on twitch.tv/SRSBIZ_network. Which
My
is at
favorite
8
thing-
p.m.
My favorite
Eastern
thing
time.
is that you guys were like, well, nobody's ever going to say this name. They're always going to type it, so let's make it stupid. And I don't know if that's a bit that you guys are doing, because, like, all of you just read that URL constantly.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're all done. Start
Roll
And
off
then
the
he
tongue.
shit in his shoes. It was hilarious.
And then we
Roll
fucking killed
off
him and
the
buried him
tongue.
in the backyard. Got him.
You're so Tom Green. I don't like it sometimes. I hate him so much. He's
I love
such a
Tom Green.
douche. He
Same.
is
My bum is on the
such a fucking
Swedish.
Where's
Swedish.
Do you ever just come home and say, "Where's my dinner?"
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Tony P., Charles, Mike, and here with today's topic is Phil.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie, for such a shitty intro. This is Almost Daily Discourse. What's up, motherfuckers? We're coming towards the end. We're coming towards the end of December. We're coming towards the end of 2020. It is upon us. It is near. We can see it. You know what's going to be worse in 2020? The sequel, 2021. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about what activities do you have that you do that kind of calms you down, centers you, and puts you right back into a right place of mind. You know, with chaos and literal plague and all the world being on fire, what's something that you do that kind of just chills you the fuck out? I asked this because recently I was given a job from a friend, Kurtstable. He gave me a hurdy-gurdy to build. And I was like, I'm never going to build this fucking thing. This is ridiculous. I didn't even want a present, let alone a job. Thanks a lot, asshole. But then I sat down and I said, I'm going to build it. I'm going to see if I want one, I got to put the work in for it. So I started building it, and I built it on stream. over at twitch.tv/imaginary nomad. It's called Bardic Inspiration. What? That's a D&D thing. Hell yeah, it is. But I found that building this very meticulous, very fragile piece of wooden instrument really fucking like chilled me out, centered me, and like found some calming, peaceful time with it, to the point where the first night where I worked on it, 3 hours went by and I didn't even notice. Like, that's what kind of activities I'm talking about, where time can just slip away from you and you look up and you're just like, oh God, that was fantastic. But literally, like, where did that time go?
Good question.
I guess I'll jump in. I was like, or we can do a prank and just all sit here awkwardly quiet for 30 minutes. Just like none of us understand what it's the last segment of the night. All of a sudden, we don't understand what we're doing here. Like, I don't know.
I mean, in everybody's defense on the show, we're supposed to get these topics in on Sunday, and I sent it at 2:00 in the morning.
Today.
Literally only giving them a few hours to think about what's calming in their lives.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
all. That's an easy topic, man. Easy
Way
topic.
to add a last minute fucking deadline to my already stressful last week of work before vacation, Phil. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You
Mike
get time off?
needs no, he needs something to call and center him. I have two
can't
things.
wait to take notes from everybody. Building hurdy-gurdies. I'm Googling what it is, and B, how it works right now.
Hurdy-gurdies for everyone. I have two things. One is horrible and no one should ever do, and I'm trying not to do it. That's eating and watching TV. Like, I can
Man.
just let me get a giant thing of food, hopefully something sweet to wrap it up, a good show, and just sit and eat and watch TV. But that's not good, and I shouldn't do that. And I'm trying my best, but sometimes, darn it, it hits the spot. But legitimately, the good one for me that I really enjoy, that I can just get lost in, and I have gotten lost into the middle of the night, is editing video. I absolutely love editing video. It's why I recently kind of jumped back into the YouTube game. I just legitimately love editing stuff. The more intricate, the better. Like if I can just layers on layers and layers of stuff, I have fun with it. I'll do a 30-second clip for hours just to get it right. And for me, it's basically making something out of nothing. It started literally, and that's all art and creative work, but it starts from nothing. And the next thing I know, I have hopefully something that I'm proud to show and share. So yeah, I love it. Editing stuff. I look forward to it. It's just video, that is editing video. Look forward to it. Just super fun, super relaxing to me. But that doesn't mean I want to edit all y'all's videos. It ain't that serious. Yeah.
No, but I agree, man. I mean, there's something. I don't know what software you use. I mean, Final Cut and Premiere, they're pretty much the same now.
For all intents, yeah.
But like sitting down in editing software, just by yourself, headphones on, trying to see, building a picture out of a puzzle is what you're doing. And like literally when I was in high school and I was doing these skate videos, and hours would pass away, and of me just trying to get, everything on the right beat, right? For skate videos, you got to land your tricks on beat. So it was like moving these clips around to see, all right, does this fit here? Does it flow with the video? No. Okay, well then let's try something else to see what fits in here, man. Like those moments by myself editing were fucking fantastic. And it was funny because my friend recently, who I did all these movies or videos with, and movies, he recently got married. So like for a present for his wedding, I was sitting on a bunch of old video that we never put out. So I cut together a 10-minute just him video of skateboarding, and like going back into that world of editing skate videos, man, was fan-fucking-tastic. So I get it completely.
So watching skate videos to me is something that calms and centers me. The problem with it is also that it like jazzes me the fuck up. Like I cannot wait to go skate after. If it's a good video, right? But like just watching tricks and watching them line up right with music, like you were talking about, Phil, is like just when it's done right, it's such a like perfect way to spend. Oh shit, it's been 4 hours of me watching YouTube videos of skateboarding. Like I can't help it, but I feel that for sure. I have a hard time doing nothing. So for me, a lot of the stuff that calms and centers me is stuff that physically exhausts me. I have to go rock climbing as like, if I don't go climbing, I get restless and I get cranky and I get angry and I get frustrated. But if I'm climbing regularly and I'm exhausting myself and I'm just like beating the hell out of my body, everything else is just so much better for me. And it's something that like Tony, you were saying that like time just melts away. When I'm climbing, I will like look around and be like, oh shit, I've been climbing for 2 hours. Like I can't hold anything anymore with my like, because my hands are so
You're
like
exhausted. Yeah.
yeah, they're raw and like the skin on my fingertips is gone. But like I spent 2 hours and didn't realize it because I just get in that hyper focus zone, you know?
I'm so sorry that Stephanie has 2 puppies in the house that she needs to one take out on walks and second one take out on climbs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you're
when it
getting a
works
little
right,
getting a little angry there, boy. Let's go climb on the wall. Go climb on the wall.
I don't know if
He's
you
gonna
can see him.
he's gonna sleep good tonight. He's climbing on that wall.
I like to think once they get home from climbing, he still runs around the apartment and then instantly just falls down and falls asleep wherever he lands.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I
poop
pant
in
a
a
lot
shoe.
first, but like it's worth it.
Yeah, he goes in the corner, pees on a few things. Then he climbs up onto their bed and just does 10 circles and then right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All done.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I get so wound up sometimes. I can really there's only 2 things I can think of that center me. And one of those is like in-depth, long conversations like we have at the cookout, you know, like where you look, okay, Tony, you and I had one that really stood out in my mind is me, you, Paul.
Shit, I don't
you.
remember at all.
Yes, you do. you do remember. But, you know, we look up and it was like, everybody's gone. It's 2 a.m. and it's just a few of us sitting there, you know, and then I like to sit out but the weather has to be right. So like when it's coming into the spring and the temperature's coming up, or in the fall as the temperature's coming down, which is very limited in Georgia, a couple of weeks, 4, maybe 6 weeks at most. I like to sit out by my fire pit with a cigar and a scotch, and I will just sit there for hours. And to get people to hang out with me, like my kids and my wife, now she'll come and talk to me for a while, but she'll get bored. That's why I love the Switch. I got her out there, started to play the Switch, so I could just sit there and just chill and watch the fire. But I get that a couple times a year. Maybe,
Yeah.
you know, and so, yeah.
I could hang out by the fire for hours and do literally nothing. So I feel that.
There's nothing I love more than having fire pit smoke in a hoodie
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
smelling it for days later.
Days. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but I get that, Charles. I mean, sitting around a pit, like, fuck, we did that in high school. We would just pick a day and pick a yard and just, you know, burn a couple couches and stand around it. And you laugh. I'm serious,
I'm
but
sure
I get
you
it,
are.
man.
That's why I tried to kind of hold the laugh back. But yeah.
I get it. Like, there's something about just sitting there not doing anything as you're being your toes are being heated by this burning couch. It's fantastic.
The thing for me, what makes, say, the Dragon Con cookout enjoyable is because of anxiety, I have to have absolutely nothing to do the next day. And usually with Dragon Con, that's the case. Like I schedule in time off. So it's like, dude, we'll just stay up till whenever and keep this going because I really don't have anywhere to be the next day.
Yeah.
I can't do it otherwise because, like, if I go to Charles's next weekend, hey, let's sit around. First off, that's not going to happen, but just hypothetically for this show, the
Just
next
3
day I would
hours.
be thinking I have something I have to do tomorrow. I need to get home. I should be doing something else, and I just wouldn't be able to get to that calming
Yeah.
place. So
Yeah.
that's what makes
I
the
mean,
Dragon Con one more fun.
I get that. You know, it's the same. It's even little mini vacations, little getaways is now, especially when I'm running the Shameless company. It's I'm in my happy spot. I was talking to the owner today, and it's like this is one of the first places I've ever worked. Not the first, but one of the very, very few in my life that engaged me on all, if not most, of my cylinders. Right. Most places I work for, I've had plenty of bosses like, "Why are you on your phone? Why are you doing this?" Like, because you really only take about 25% of my attention. And I'm sorry that hurts your feelings, but that's just truth. Here it's constant, something going on. And I get that, Tony, what you're saying is like, if I know I don't have anything to do today or tomorrow, I could chill out. You know, I can just breathe a little bit. That does help, but it's not quite to the level of what these guys are talking about with rock climbing and building hurdy-gurdies and whatnot.
Well, just doing chat brings up a good one. You know, not only a hammock in the river in the woods, but I'll build off that, like just going on a hike, you know, through the woods sometimes is just, it's perfect. Nothing
We
else
used
going
to-
on. Your phone has no service, and you just make your way through the woods. It's almost, it's perfect. And we have a
I
couple
hate to-
places up here
I
that
hate
if
to
you
do
hike
that,
long
right?
enough,
But that's
I'm
the
not done.
thing.
I'm not done. No,
The
go, Mike.
phone, right?
Who's
Like,
got the
phone
talking
is
stick?
The fucking thing. That's the like. It's so hard to disconnect from that stuff nowadays.
It is. And I mean, it seems like when I get into the activity that I'm doing that's going to really calm me down, it's the phone is the last thing from my mind.
Mhm.
Another example of something that I do that really just fucking hyper focuses me is building Lego sets, right? If the kid bought a new, no, if the kid bought it, if I bought the kid a new set, right, of like a 500-piece Lego set, it's not going to last us more than one day. But for those like 3 to 4 hours of building that, it's pretty, you know. And once again, I'm working with my hands and building nothing out of something by putting pieces together. So I guess that's really like one of my triggers of just hyper focusing and fucking falling away from time is just creating with my hands. Because like woodworking, I'm not great at. I'm terrible at it. I can't forge like Forging Winton over at twitch.tv/Forging Winton. Like I can't do stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't draw like a swan named Emily at twitch.tv. That's a swan named Emily.
But
like-
the only thing that I can like compare to that would be like writing. I used to write a lot, and I still have notebooks full of, you know, days at diners, just drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes of things that I've written through, you know, the last 20 years. Writing's a big one for me as well. Just like if I can get on a roll and just go, it could be hours before I put that pen down. And like Mike, I'll have a raw hand and like, you know, it hurts to even talk to people, but it's something about just finding that role of finding your line, especially with writing
Yeah.
or any kind of art, man. When you find your line and you can just roll through it for an hour, that's great. Like even 30 minutes of straight writing, that's a good session. But it's been a while.
Yeah. You know, one I think you guys might resonate with too is performing in front of people, right? It's actually getting that where the crowd just gets it. I mean, it can be teaching, it can be just you're doing that podcast where you feel it coming back, those kind of things. You know, I feel that, you know, like when Tony and I did Atlanta Comic-Con, where we're not really doing our shows as much as we're doing, you know, talking with the celebrities and you just feel things click. that helps bring back energy, right? That helps refresh things and get things done.
What's funny with that, Charles, is I think the difference for us, me being an introvert, I would say you being an extrovert, I absolutely love it. It's amazing, but it doesn't calm and center me. It's more fun and exciting, and it's like a high, but I need a break. Damn, we got to read all that.
It like blocks Tony's face out. L. Handley.
But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, doing that, performing live gives me that hit, but I need a different break. That's not my break. I have to go edit some video.
Gotcha.
Going back to the video editing thing, what helps me, I'm learning lately, is I need audio and visual distraction. And so, case in point, editing a podcast, meh, that's work. That's just not this. It just doesn't hit for me. But the video, because there's so many other layers to it, just really, really hit for me. Really tickle everything that needs to be tickled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this so that the extrovert boys are over here on the right, because the thing that like the thing that everybody's stuff has talked about so far is like all this alone time shit, and like that for me feels so
I need people.
not centering or calming or rejuvenating to me. I need to be like when I think about being in the woods, I think about 15 of us going out at sunset.
Oh God, no.
With guitars and drinks, and
that's
like
called a search party.
singing songs and like lighting a bonfire, and like, you know, another 5 or 10 showing up later, right? Like
I get that.
I think about Rope Swing Fest when I was a kid, where we like, to Phil's point, we took a couch out to a bridge and threw it off the bridge with people in it. And then like,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Where are you guys getting all these couches?
And how did you survive your childhood?
Like, they just show up when you need them. I don't understand.
What?
Like, so for the folks listening who are missing this, I've just shared a photo of my friend Charlie going over the bridge in a couch with my bald ass head, pale ass body at the top of the photo, hanging on to the bridge.
That only seems
and then
like a
no.
10-foot
So he
bridge.
says in a couch. That's a misnomer. Charlie or whoever it is going down, and the couch is coming after him, where it's going to land on him. That's what the picture's showing.
But then you jump
You
in
never
the water.
gone couch bridge jumping before, Charles?
In that previous photo, like, were you okay?
What do you mean?
Are you healthy in that
couch
photo?
ribs from here.
I mean,
boys, that's just Boston.
right. I don't know.
Everybody's
how many
that
times I
white
need
and
to
that
say.
skinhead in Boston.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. That's
Couch
kind
is
of
more tan than Mike is.
I was incredibly poor growing up.
You couldn't afford sunlight, Mike? Oh my God.
I was gonna say
So
the sun
fucking poor.
is free.
Or food. Was kind of the point. But yeah, so like,
What Hanley just Stu says right here. Pretty sure that's just murder.
and then we would like pull the couch to the side of the river and watch our friends rope swing, and like we would take turns sitting on the couch and swinging for the rest of the day. And to me, this is one of the most like
Powder is put up on the screen.
oh my God.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I kudos. I think that was Tony. Kudos, Tony. So good. Mike, though, I'm with you, man. That's why I was talking about that performance is recentering, because you need people who aren't taking from you. You need people who are giving to you, and you're creating together, and it's this version of magic that's out there that now everybody gets to touch. And
That's work. That sounds like work.
See,
to me.
for me, it's not Dragon Con, man. I'm exhausted by the end, but there's very little in this life that exhausts me.
It's because
for
it's a
4 or
job.
5
It's work.
Nah, it's not work when you're creating magic, man. It's
for me,
just
it's like
refilled.
all the buildup is the work, right? And then once you get there, that's the payoff for me. Like that's the easy
after Dragon Con, I literally need, let's say I get home Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I usually take like 3 days to do absolutely nothing. Like it takes me that long to recuperate. And I Charles, you mentioned it before. We were going our separate ways, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to you for a month because I need that. Like, it's not personal. It's a little personal, but I just need that break and to get back. So yeah, it's just funny. Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, I need 18 hours. Anything more than that, and I get sad. Like I miss the like dopamine hit too much. And like I hit this hangover period where like nothing is good until I'm able to like force it back up again. But like if I don't ride that high as long as I can, I don't know, like I lose it a little. And so for me, calming and centering is being in that chaos.
Sure. It's I mean, I'm sure we all do other things. And there are little things in life that do it. Some days it's just a day to myself. Go ahead, Tony.
What's funny is so the way my schedule worked out with doing this show and other shows and things, Monday and Tuesday were like my slow day. And work for me, I'm basically transitioning out of a position. It's been kind of slow. And so Monday and Tuesday just bored, and it was bringing me down. And after a couple of weeks, I said, I need to do something. I need to make something, use the time, what's bringing you down, fix it. So Monday I record a video, Tuesday I edit it. So if I have something I have to edit, I'm like, oh, I got to get it done. Let's go. And then I got my edit done so early yesterday that I was like, oh, I'm done. What was I thinking? Why did I rush to get it done? Now I like, what's wrong with me? I'm a crazy person. I should have taken my time.
Where do you want us to start, bud? We got a list.
No,
we're a little late in the night,
bud. Yeah, come on.
That's true. It's all relative. But I rushed. I wanted to do it so much that I got it done, and then I didn't have it to do anymore. It's kind of like making your Legos, like, well, it lasted a day. We're done.
What about music? So Elle Hanley brought up she likes to listen to Nick Drake's Pink Moon. Pink Moon, Nick Drake is a big fucking that's I'm the same. I can listen to Nick Drake or Elliott Smith records and just fucking calm down. Do you guys have records that you put on to just chill the fuck out?
I think Sister Hazel probably works that way for me. Just the harmonies and the flows. Nothing really popped into my mind when I saw that initially, but as I got thinking about it, I was like, you know what?
Again?
There's a but there's that if and I did think about it for minutes. Like, if I really think about it, what does it? And it's probably Sister Hazel. It's just always one step above Bubblegum Pop, because they actually talk about a little something there, but it's light, it's airy, it's good harmonies, and I enjoy it. Yeah, so I probably did Kurt. I used Guar to chill out.
I imagine Kurt on Christmas Eve, out and about, listening to some Guar.
I picture Tony
buying
listening
presents on Christmas Eve. Yeah. That's the only way to make everyone else out there fear you and stay out of your way. When you have
I picture Tony
playing.
Chilling out to the Who, not the WHO. Yeah, the Mongolian metal band. And if you don't know what that is, Google it right now.
Yeah, I do.
Oh. No, I'm not the one with the hurdy-gurdy. To be fair, music doesn't do it for me like that. Like, I enjoy music. I listen to music all day, but music to me is kind of secondary background. It just doesn't, like I said, that just doesn't hit for some reason. If I'm editing video, more than likely I have to listen to audio as well. But if I want to just kind of like zone out and chill, I will get into like drum and bass or something. Everything else I pay too much attention to. And I think that's maybe part of the problem for me is it distracts me. I'm listening to it and I don't just relax.
I can't find it on Spotify, but I was in somebody's office, like an accountant or somebody's
All
office.
right, this sounds weird, but go ahead.
I know it's like tax time, whatever. And on not Spotify, that's the one I have. On Pandora, it's the one I don't have. I'm like, it's just music, right? It's not lyrics. There's nothing. But I'm like, this is kind of cool. It's got cool beats. And they're like, wait a minute, that's Snoop Dogg, just instrumental. And then there's another one. And then there was, so I'm like, dude, what is this? He's like, yeah, no, it's this music to work by on Pandora. And it's all this great 90s hip hop that is just straight instrumental. So while you're getting that hit off, I know that song, you're not distracted by singing along with it and stuff. And it's been very difficult on Spotify for me to recreate it. I've recreated some, but that was on point.
Looking at like it sounds kind of like chill hop.
Yeah.
Chill hop's pretty cool like that. Just beats. Turntablism sometimes has like long playlists. So stuff like that I can kind of just zone out to rather.
There's a 30-minute song by the band Liars off their album They Threw Us All in a Trench and Stuck a Monument on Top. And the song is called This Dust Makes That Mud. And it's a 30-minute post-rock, like heavy, chuggy song that just keeps going. And it's like, it's just so repetitive. But for whatever reason, it gets me in that zone. And a lot of it ties back to like when I was doing a lot of long distance driving before and after shows to see bands and like play in the middle of bumfuck Connecticut or whatever. And then I'd have to drive back to Massachusetts and it's like a 4-hour drive or whatever. Like that record had come out recently and that song was just so good at filling the time that like now it's this kind of constant memory of filling time and like keeping things going.
Sure. I get that.
Kind of reminds me of Mike sent me this album. He's like, yo man, you might dig this. Like, cool, I'll check it out. And Mike, you'll have to remind me what it was. And I was playing a lot of Call of Duty. I'm like, dude, I'll just, Mike suggests I'll check this out. I'll put it on for a minute. And it was just like heavy, metal stuff. I was like, oh man, I'm digging this. I'm hype. It's a 7-minute EP. And I was like, now what do I do? Thanks, man. Like I almost felt like you got me. Good prank. I was enjoying something and now it's over.
So the EP that I sent him was Gloss's second EP, Trans Day of Revenge. The band Gloss was this like hardcore band out of Olympia, Washington. It's like an initialism that stands for Girls Living Outside Society Shit. And they were just so fucking aggressive and so intense. But they had this 5-song EP that's 7 minutes long and is just so perfect.
So what had really happened was Mike shared it on Facebook and I liked it. Just because it was Mike, like, hey, whatever. And I liked the title. I was like, oh, that's cool. I to be quite frankly, like I didn't look into it. I didn't care, but I was like, I appreciate the sentiment. That gets a thumbs up from me. And he was like, well, here it is. If you want to check it out, like, yeah, sure. And then 7 minutes later, I was like, oh, and then I listened to it again. Still 14 minutes later, I was like, I'm still in the same match. Like, this is fun.
So I don't know, man, because like music always does it for me. Like putting on a Sigur Rós record,
sure,
I'm done, right? So do you guys sleep with like a sound machine or some kind of ambient music going, or do you guys just you dry ear it and just go to sleep?
I'm sorry, did you just say dry ear?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
Deal with
only psychopaths do that.
Before I answer your question, which is a great one, Phil, I want to call out this comment from L Hanley 17 in chat. Tony complaining about, I just got into this and now it's over. The response was, now you know how the ladies feel.
Hey, he said he lasts for 40 minutes.
Fucking
He did say that. He's good for 45.
Is all I'm saying.
I'm glad you could use my time for your birds.
Yes, by the way, we do a rain noise thing like on the like one of those apps that makes sound. We sleep to noise.
I have to have
of
a box fan.
rainstorms.
One of
Yeah.
them soundy apps.
Yeah.
But it took Mike 2 years to let me play that. That's what she says.
It's true. Yeah. I was like a psychopath, dry earing the shit out of my life. It was great.
Unreal.
Just letting the sounds of my environment shape
Mm-hmm.
my dreamscape. Steph was very much, she had one of those like physical white noise machines.
Yeah, the single. Yeah, I got one.
No, it's like, oh, let me put on this white noise machine so I can go to sleep. And then it's like, nope, that's horrendous.
You just, now I got to wake my fiance up. Thanks, Tony.
Queen Hat says, gotta have a fan on. And I mean, I'm to the point that like going to Vegas, we're going to be calling the concierge of the casino we're staying at and saying, hey, can I have Walmart ship a box fan to your hotel for me to use for 3 days? Because I can't fly with one. Well, I guess I can maybe. And
Bring
if
it
I
on
have
with
to,
your
I will.
carry on. It's your
I tie it onto my-
emotional support fan.
Fan. It is.
It's gonna be
Dude,
the
get
biggest
you-
fan you've ever had, bud.
Yeah.
Get you one of those
only-
little blizzards, man. It's what I
What?
literally have on the floor next to me, and I bring it to Dragon Con.
I've had table fans, which I do have, but
Yeah,
does it make
it's
the noise
basically
like
a little table fan.
no? 'Cause I mean, okay.
Oh, there's something wrong with your fan. If it
There's
does
something wrong with
that,
that fan.
Check your bearings, bro.
You got a Norwegian metal singer in your fan, bud.
Anyway, no, because I will. It comes from my paramedic days, I think. But I will actually pick up on every little noise. So, like when the ball bearings lose their lubrication, you start getting no one else in the house can hear it. I'll hear it. Ceiling fan, box fan, doesn't matter. You get a little squeak, a little something that's out of sync with what is supposed to be going on. I'll hear it and I'll wake up and find that shit.
Dude,
It kills me.
there was a repeating loop in one of the apps that we used for rain noise to like try to find a compromise. And there was this repeating loop in one of the frequencies. And I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's not a big deal. Like, just don't pay attention to it. And I'm like, what? God! My head exploded. I died.
I can't not pay attention. I have this weird thing. Like, I might have talked about this. Like, I can hear strangers talking. Like, oh, did you hear what they just said? Like, my brain cues in on them. So if there's noise, music, something, my brain will process it. So no, I'm just a fan. But fortunately, where I live, it's pretty quiet. So there's no street noise or anything. But yeah, no podcast, no music. Shut up. For one, that's another thing. Turn the TV off. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Yeah.
Which is another reason Mike will never get close to me while I'm sleeping. No noise. None.
Yeah. And I
was
get,
always a no noise guy, Tony.
Mm.
I was you once, and then I compromised my values.
But you don't have, then you don't, but you don't have the producer's ears there because there's noise in the absence of noise. I could hear the absence of noise sitting around if it's too quiet. If there's no air moving, something not going on in the background, like the ADD kicks in, I can hear every little creak and drip and
it's got to be real
everything.
loud over the like constant ringing in my ears from
I
like
can understand too, but yeah.
years of abuse. It's got to be real fucking loud. Like,
You know what centers me though?
What's that?
Knowing that you're alive. The holiday season is
Why did we let
real
Phil go last?
shitty, and sometimes you need help. So reach out 800-273-8255. That's the number. It's not fun time. If you're not doing well, take the fucking plunge, dude, and just reach out to somebody. If you don't like talking on the phone, you can text them at 741-741. But just it only takes a moment to literally reach out to somebody and talk to somebody. People are lonely, people are stressed, people are it's a rough time for everybody. COVID on top of the holidays, it's not a great time for a lot of people. Just take the time. 800-273-8255 or text 741-741. Me, you can't text me. I'm not giving you my number, you freak. But you can follow me over at Imaginary Nomad on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1. You want to watch me build a hurdy-gurdy on Twitch? You can do that because it's calming and centering. Or you get to watch me build the entire thing, and then I break the last piece, and I can't use it.
No,
Who
that would be
knows?
horrible.
Who knows?
Fellow.
We're currently doing a stumble through Hyrule, and we're working our way through the Ocarina of Time, so that's been fun. I've been putting all those videos over on my YouTube, so if you just go to YouTube and find Imaginary Nomad, it's up there too. Botched, Nook's Tavern, all that other shit. Just go to Nook's, twitch.tv/Imaginary Nomad, and my schedule is in the bio. This has been Almost Daily Pod. Check us out, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, at Almost Daily Pod. You want to have a late Christmas present for someone you hate? Check out our store at tiny.cc/GSTU. You'll have a whapping good Christmas with one of the shirts that Tony has made. If you enjoy what we're doing, check us out in the new year. We're going to have some addition added onto the show. It's going to be fun. Who? Thanks, everybody, for checking us out. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. And we'll see you in the new year. We'll see you in the week before New Year's. Bye.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
9 days.
Oh
yeah, we're gonna.
Yes.
Damn
we got
it!
2 more shows in the year, man.
I'm not showing up next week.
It was weird how they their listenership just dropped off. Yeah, man, we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll see
That was-
y'all next
Let's
Wednesday.
see, 23rd, 30th. Hell yeah, there just may not be a
There's 2 more
break.
shows.
Just the way the days fall. Because I was like, well, maybe we'll take one off if it's near a holiday, but it's really not. So it works for me, but I'm down for whatever. Y'all, chat, thank you so much. Last week, Charles cut you off. We were like, hey, let's talk to the chat wall.
It's true. Just like that. We were off the.
You can't stop me. Hey!
Oh, the boys,
Hey!
the cranky old man got it. Fuck off.
We-
Oh,
I'm glad Charles is having fun.
I have.
Level 1 of the beard over there.
The only level you need, baby. The only level you need.
1-1. Getting killed by Goombas.
Well, out of the 4 of us, only 2 of us are kissing on somebody. And, apparently she likes the full beard for Mike. So,
You don't know what I'm
My
doing.
wife does
You
it.
don't know. You don't know my business. You try to act like you know my business all of a sudden. Level 1.
I
Fucking noob. Got him.
Oh, let me share.
Dude, I can't.
I hate this show. God, what a stupid show.
Chat, we
The
love
worst.
you. Thank you
It
so
is.
much for hanging out with us. I don't know
The
why
worst.
you do it, but it means the world. This has been such a fun year. Everyone is a fucking asshole, and you guys are great. How do I make us end? Oh, there it is.
No,
Anybody
don't
got
end yet.
Oh.
No, don't end yet. This is I want to recommend this to everyone and you guys. This is MF Doom's Doom Xmas. It's
MF Doom, baby.
pretty dope if you want to check it out. Yeah, like on your own time. Like don't do it now, but yeah, that I guess you can't click on that, so that really doesn't help. So anyway,
If you're in
Oh.
chat, you can click on it.
And
Ah.
Kit Kat, if you said that more, you'd have a happier life.
Let's thank
Wow.
the people in chat.
she's trying to be
All of
nice.
them?
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
isn't that what we're doing?
No, like by name, no? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh!
I'm gonna thank
Let's do
Silly
it.
Gnome 225 because that's a name I've never seen before. So
bot.
dibs on that one.
I'll just go
I'm gonna
down the
think a
list.
swan
I
named
don't care.
Emily. Dibs on that one.
Are we just picking one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pick out one, and then if your name's not called, you gotta come to the next show, and maybe your name will be shouted out. At the end of
Now
the
I
show.
feel-
I like you.
Now I feel pressure. Queen Hat. I will thank Queen Hat, but everybody really. But since I can only pick one, I'll go with Queen Hat today.
I pick
I got
Future
Swan named
X
Emily.
Skeleton.
Yes. Yeah. What's up? I got picked.
So don't show up next week.
No!
right.
Oh, oop.
Oh shit!
I'm off next week. Vacation. Forever.
Is it just me?
Being off.
Am I just doing the show on my own next week? Like, hey, all
You know I'll be here. I'm a professional.
that's right. If anyone's gonna be here, it's Mike.
God damn. Fucking just
Introverts
damn
unite
it.
just at your own house.
Introverts unite separately and alone.
Just at your own house. Yep. Hey, seriously though, man, this is a super fun, y'all, and it's made fun by the chat, so I appreciate it. And we'll be back next week, despite what Phil said. And apparently my
Everyone
Siri,
fights for my attention.
Siri is talking to me. But yeah, despite what Phil said, we'll be back next week.
See
Love
ya.
you all.
Thanks, Phil. Bye. Go buy your